What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. We got 3 more days for the North American Opens over here on Mustache Dave. Joined with Smash Shouts. You can follow our Twitters down below us, and we're looking forward to it. Make sure you go subscribe to the YouTube channel, of course, the PUBG Mobile Esports channel, and download the game. So, we got 4 games today.
We do. We got big 4 games. We got to see Cloud9 back in action. They got 94 points from their first 4 games. So, wait to see them terrorize the lobby.
Yeah. I believe though on the global, the global leaderboard throughout all the groups, they're in 6th place though. So we're gonna have some catching up to do.
Yeah, after today, I mean, if they play like the way they should be playing or the way they have been playing, they'll certainly catch up those points pretty quickly. Also, some other exciting teams in the mix. It's going to be a great day of North American Mobile PUBG. There's been a lot of talk on Twitter and a lot of other tournaments being held, so all the teams are pretty sharp. I'm expecting some big stuff out today. Yeah,
especially for North America. This past week, they actually had another tournament, so they were able to play against each other. I believe Tempo Storm came out victorious on that one, but I'm looking forward to it. This is looking good. I know this is my first time commentating for Cloud9 playing. They have a player called Beowulf.
Beowulf, yeah.
A lot of clout around that dude, so I'm looking forward to see how he can actually perform here today.
Yeah, we actually got a peek into a lobby, a scrim lobby once, and Beowulf with the M24 on Vikendi was absolutely shredding everyone. He's a very talented young player, it seems.
Okay, so we're just getting things geared up. The players are getting into the lobby. So Ben has kind of been paying attention and following the North American League. I think you casted 1 or 2 lobbies of it with Groups B. So make sure, as we mentioned, go subscribe to that YouTube channel, PUBG Esports. There you go, right down below us. We appreciate it.
Yeah, if you did miss all the action, just catch it on YouTube. The VODs are up there. It's great. It's fantastic work from there. You can even replay with the live chat too, so you can see what people were hollering and harring about in the chat.
Sometimes, though, my feelings get hurt. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah. So, and make sure you go download the game on the Google Play Store or the App Store. It is free.
All of it's free.
Free.
Get into it. Get stuck into it.
You're watching this now for free.
Yeah,
I mean, you got to pay the energy bill, but besides that.
Well, yeah.
And time is money. Time is money, friend. So, you're spending your time. But besides those 2 things.
But it's pretty free apart from that. Yeah,
it's free.
No, but I mean, talking about the NA scene at the moment, we saw Pittsburgh Knights have an okay day. There's teams like Method who haven't had the hottest start to the tournament so far.
They're in last place, right? Yep.
Yeah, they're pretty down there.
2nd place.
But they'll get around that. But this is how we play it out. We've got 4 groups to start off with. That's 32 teams, 4 groups of 8. From there, we drop after 24 games, we drop the bottom 8. And we go into 24 teams, 24 matches to drop another 8. And then after that, we got our top 16. They only play 10 games. And points are reset after every stage as well. So those last 10 matches are a mad dash to the finish, essentially. So that is where all the excitement happens. But we have some excitement today as well. This is how they get the points to do it. First place is going to net you 20 points. Second place, 14. Third place, 10. But also those kills, they rack up big numbers too. I've seen 20 kill points, chicken dinners.
Yep. They're like 40 points right there.
Yeah, that shoots you right up that leaderboard.
So you brought up Method. What are they? They've only played 4 matches.
Yeah,
right?
they'll be playing today.
They've only got 3 kills underneath their belt and 4 placement points. So if I was them, I believe what group they're in. They're in I think Method. They're in Group D. So they actually have 2 more days to play. Yeah,
they got a lot of time left in the bank. These are the groups now. You see, you got Simplicity. These are the teams we'll be playing today. You got Cloud9, obviously, the big star name in the field today. But we still got teams like Wildcard, Team Totality, Revenants have been hot on form too. So there are some really solid teams there.
6 Angry Men.
6 Angry Men. Yeah, they've only played.
What a logo! What a logo!
That is a very well done logo. Yeah?
That's some next level Microsoft Paint skills.
That looks like it's a template and then paint over the top.
That's the big bucks. So when it comes to Group D, I'm looking, you mentioned the Revenants. I'm looking at Wildcard. I'm hoping that they should be able to perform here today because I was looking at past stats from other leagues and whatnot. They have pretty consistent performance, but I don't think they've been bringing the heat here today. They're only in 13th place on our league.
So you reckon they're going to shoot up tonight?
Hopefully them, and I'm looking at Method. I know they're all the way down there at the bottom, but hopefully they can change something up. I mean, in my opinion, Method has nothing to lose. If you're at the bottom, do whatever you gotta do. Do something crazy. Drive around four vehicles and just run over people. Like anything compared to what you're doing now. If that makes sense. I mean, I'm not trying to be toxic, but you're down there at the bottom, Method. You got 2 more days to go.
There's only one way up, and this is our standings at the moment. Infinex Gaming, Pittsburgh Knights, Tribe, Tempo Storm, all sitting pretty at the moment. You say they're very safe with the amount of points that they've got. We have Cloud9, our first of the teams that will be appearing today. They've got 2 chicken dinners. Revenants also joins them on 2 chicken dinners. Space Station Gaming, another big name, up in the top 8. So at the moment, the top 8 is full of the big boys hanging out up there.
Multiple chicken dinners with the big boys.
Yeah,
and
lots
girls.
Yep, lots of big chicken dinners for the people in the top 8. Yeah,
there you go.
Certainly is.
Let's shoot on down. Let's check out what else is going on here.
Well, 8 to 16, you'll start to see more of the teams that are going to appear today for us because they've only played 4 games, and here we go. Here we are. We've got Team Totality and Wildcard. One of the teams that you mentioned, looking out for a few more placement points from them, a few more kill points from that Wildcard roster.
Totality. 1 chicken dinner.
One chicken dinner, yeah. They're looking to add to their tally. We casted Omen Elite together the other day, and they moved up the board.
They did phenomenal.
Yeah, they did some really good stuff from them. So
22 kill points from them.
Yeah, we see 29 for Team 9. But Team Totality have 25 kill points, and they've got 4 games to play today. So this is more of the bottom end of the standings. Obviously, the teams that have played 4 games haven't had the opportunity to play and get those points just yet, so you'd expect them to move up quite.
Yeah, and that's kind of good because at least you know kind of what you're chasing down, right?
Yeah.
That carrot is in front of you. You have a goal to accomplish. You know how many points you have to catch up and maybe overcome compared to just going into it blindly.
So here's the bottom at the moment. We have 6 Angry Men who only played the 3 games. They failed to get into one of the lobbies. There's Simplicity and Method. They're going to look to turn their fortunes around today, as well as F2K Gaming. HQA also featuring down there. But for the side of Grunto and Grandeur Del Gaming, they are struggling at the moment because they're finding themselves on the bottom of the board with 8 games played already. So they've got to get a wriggle on with that.
Get a wriggle on, as we call it from Australia. Is that
I think it's a bit of an Australian term.
All right, so we're back. I'm looking forward to these games. The lobby, currently the players are in there. They're spooling up. They're getting ready. They're coming up with their game plans. I'm not sure what the flight path looks like quite yet. But if you had to pick your most ideal, safest route for the first flight path today on Erangel, what would you want it to be? Straight down the middle, like?
No, I like the diagonal route.
Okay,
I like going all the way from Zaki all the way down to Novo. That gets everything just about in the picture. Not many teams like to go to Stalber or Primorsk, so leaving them out isn't that big of a.
Still no Zarky though. No
Still
Zarky,
no
love.
Zarky,
That's you. That's all you. I know you love Zarky.
Zarky is quite a fond place of mine, as we see Erangel with 16 towns, the unique weapon as the DP28. It's
pizza
fantastic.
gun. That's what we call it here. The pizza gun.
It's fantastic for dishing out the pain, especially on those vehicles.
The pizza pain gun.
It is a piece of pain.
The PPG.
Well, the plane path is diagonal.
That's what you wanted.
It was what I wanted.
What you wanted.
It's running from Stalber over the top of Gakko.
Let's rock it, baby.
Now,
Game number 1.
We have seen this plane be coded in this Let's Rock It every time we've done NA. So someone, or some people in the lobby, really enjoy this skin and really enjoy getting it out. So
they just want to show it off, you know? They just want to show off their flair.
They're flexing hard.
That's a hard flex on us. Yeah. Let's rock. That's me getting flexed on right there in the NA. So we are going to see a couple players be jumping out of the cargo hold door. Looks like Cream might be going up there to Stalber. You mentioned it.
Yeah, Stalber, Kameshki. It looks like they're going around that coastal area. It is okay to go up there. I mean, there are lots of boats and vehicles around there. So if you do get a rough circle, say you get a military island circle, you can maybe find some gas cans and get onto the boat, rotate pretty quickly. So that's not too bad, as this player seems to have flown over the roof.
Cash rules everything around me. Cream, get the money. That's what Cream Esports is trying to do here in Stalber. They're going to be not getting the money, but getting the loot over there and not going to be kind of countered early. Yeah,
there's a lot of loot, and they've got a lot of area to play with too, as we see the last of our teams start to get out of the plane. We're not expecting too much early action. Our team has found a buggy, which is quite nice. Early loot and early rotations. The circle, however, is not nice. That is a very rude circle. Dave, that is...
It's like you're in line, right? You're waiting to get your morning cup of coffee. Someone comes in, they just cut you.
That guy...
They just cut you. That's what the line just did to a majority of the lobby. And in particular, Cloud9, they're in South George. We got Simplicity in North George. We got about 5 teams all the way down there in the West that will have to come up with some type of game plan on how they're going to rotate into Circle 1 here.
Yeah, Circle 1 can be quite difficult to rotate if you do catch that fast shift, which we have today with Milta Power in play, still Novo in play. Milta itself, the town, is pretty much bang smack center, so someone's going to try and fortify that as their position. But the teams, as you said, in Georgia Paul have an interesting decision to make on how they're going to rotate. They can rotate by the cars and try and get through ruins into maybe Pachinki and head down that way, or maybe they can go the southern route, go to about past the quarry and the ferry pier. It's not quite nice this time of year.
Yeah, not only how, but when, right? Like
Well,
how
that's
much
it.
time do they have to kind of use right now to get that loot before making that push? Because when they start to make that push, one fear in my mind is being gatekept on the edge of that circle.
Well, that's the 50-50, the decision you have to make, whether you go early enough so you don't get gate kept, or if you go when the blue's at your back so you know there's no one behind you, or do you go in a middle's time where you feel it's safer, but suddenly it can't be that safe. And how much time do you devote to looting itself? How much do you prioritize getting extra nades or extra ammo or extra meds? It can be quite a hard sum to match up.
And that timing is key here, and that's what kind of separates the good players from the players that will be getting dropped out here. Remember, bottom 8 gets dropped out. We got
Certainly
3 more days to go. Today we got Group B and D playing. Tomorrow A and D, and then the next day B and C.
Certainly do have a lot of action to be bringing you from this North American qualifier, or the group stage essentially, as we are overhead of Roadhog right now. As
got
Wildcard, yeah, they're just checking out the scenery.
A couple squads in the area. We don't quite see them here with this aerial view, but there's definitely a couple teams on the mini map that we can see. 8
DP Gold are kind of close enough. They're in Watertown type of area, so if anything goes down, you'd expect them to hear it and try and head over and third party some kills. We've seen a lot of third party.
Revenants.
Revenants, yeah. I'm expecting them to have a nice big day. If they can avoid Cloud9 for the most part. And, I mean, their drop locations
You're scared of Cloud9. You're really that scared of Cloud9.
If I was anybody in this lobby, I'd be terrified from Cloud9. What they did on day 1 was absolutely filthy. It was
Even
disgusting.
though they're in 6th place, you're scared of Cloud9.
That's because they've only played half the games.
Okay, I guess they're the highest place when it comes to the teams in this lobby. Revenants, though, not too far behind them. They're in 8th place.
No, they are in 8th place, and they have only played 4 games themselves. So lots of room to work with for those two teams. As
got
there hasn't
Simplicity
been
right now we were looking at.
Yeah, there's not a lot of action breaking out at the moment. I'm kind of just watching everyone rotate around, try and get into the circle.
Wildcard, 3 members in a vehicle. You know, the typical play. You know,
it's a bit scary when you see 3 people in a vehicle
especially
together.
riding up to another team here. Are they going to spot them? Looks like we might be spotting them. Going to be pulling off that one.
Yeah, definitely. If you spot anything, hear any movement, you don't want to be crashing into compounds this early in the game. There's no reason to take that risk at this point. Just kind of scout it out and find out who's around as well, as they can probably find themselves a nice compound.
It looks like they're sending it center, if I had to guess.
Not a bad shout, that, sending it center. Can often be the way to secure yourself some placement points or give yourself the best position to defend a compound if there is a compound push. On board with 8 DP Gold now as they're rotating in. Past a few teams.
They're going to have pull up right now.
Yeah, they're not beeping the horn, they're beeping the guns. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like any of those shots actually landed.
No, I mean, we're trying to shoot ahead, right? Kind of to anticipate them driving into a bull, so unfortunately. But it looks like they are going to be a little blood hungry. Going to be trying to pull up on it, but Wildcard, they got out of there safe and sound.
Certainly have, and they're going very deep inside the circle as they're going around the farm
they're missing a tire, actually. One of the tires have popped, so
really?
that happened off that pull-up.
Yeah, there you go. There is the back left tire blown out, so it can be quite hard to control. So no sharp turns, please, driver.
Just crash right into the yellows over here.
Yeah, the yellows can take a beating. They're all right. They've been there for donkeys.
Can they, though? Can they? I mean,
well,
have
they
you
don't look
seen them? They're like really flimsy.
No,
dry rot everywhere.
The shots right now Wildcard in position to start spamming out. They don't have the best loot, as we see on board with this player with no helmet, level 1 vest, but they do see 8 DP Gold rotating and have chosen to take a few pot shots at them. 8 DP Gold have chosen to get into the wheel tower. There is
what a bait! What a bait!
No one in that car.
They popped out the US and just let it drive off. That was a pretty solid bait.
That was pretty solid.
That was pretty solid.
Wasting some ammo. As they've secured themselves another Darcy, which is quite nice. You want as many cars as pretty much possible. Especially if you get like a field ending. You want to use those cars as cover as much as possible. Now another. Oh, he actually gets the run
over. Onto one of the walls.
You got to watch both ways, mate.
Oh, he was crossing the road. He didn't look. It looked like he was possibly going for this Dacia maybe to gather it for his team.
Yeah, it looks like he might have even been doing a roadblock or something there. He's parked it right in the middle of the street.
They didn't get the confirm, though.
No,
so Wildcard, they will be able to get the revive.
But it's a bit embarrassing getting knocked out. First player gets knocked out in the lobby and it's by a car. Especially this amount of time in, as Cream are getting peppered by the Wildcard squad, but None of the shots actually connecting.
I believe he was popping the tires from the U.S. actually.
That'd be a pretty smart play.
Taking out some utility.
Play.
200 IQ right there.
Can be quite difficult to rotate if you don't have tires in your vehicular.
Yep. So it looks like majority of the lobby, they're just sending it to Milta, and the reason being is because it's so center right now, and a couple of these squads, they're not really sure if they want to edge their bets on sending it all the way down south to Military Island.
No, I mean, it can be quite risky if you go to that military island. You can get camped out pretty good if you try and rotate back. Rotating by boat, probably the safest way to do it, because there's lots of coastline that you can choose to crash into, but even then, like, you can't afford to go too close to the coastline itself before you crash. So you need to choose your destination wisely.
So the next circle will be popping here very shortly.
Still a little bit.
Still a little bit. We still got some teams rotating on in, trying to get on into circle number one.
If it rotates hard north, we're going to have a few teams caught short because there is a lot of action near that Milta town and the Milta bridge itself. So if it hard shifts north...
There's like 6 teams, maybe 7.
Yeah, if it hard shifts north, Dave, we're actually going to be in for a real bloodbath. We see.
That's what we like to see as viewers.
When the Wildcard gets the knock onto the Korean player, so a little bit of revenge there. As we see on board with Tempest now. He's just hanging out, trying to get some information for his squad. Got the boys laying down on the roof. It's been a hot spot, this particular house.
Yeah, it's the 3-store, right? This is actually, what was it? Last week, game number 1. Who won that game? It was crazy, though, because there was one team, they claimed that building very early on, continued to be favored, and ended up either getting a first or a second based off of the positioning
I think it was the Pittsburgh Knights that were in that building, weren't they? And they got
they were defending it. That was a pretty good game.
Ended up going second, but grenade knockout there, and there's one of the players pulled the pin a bit too early. It is a hard western shift, though, as you saw in the top right. Not too bad at all. No, I don't think any of the teams are going to be too upset by this. Maybe the teams on the southern island, the Sovnovska military base, might be a bit upset because it has reduced the likelihood of that circle being in play, the ending. Sovnovska military base circle. It's a rough one. If you get that, you're kind of happy, but you're kind of sad as well. This is a bit of a crash. C9 Beowulf is actually being caught out.
A 3v4.
But the C9 players are laying down covering fire. Will he be able to live long enough? If they push up, there are 2 players knocked out from the side, I believe, of Y2K. They're getting knocked out. So Beowulf will go down. So that's already one C9 player put in the grave, but they are looking for revenge. There are a lot of cars in the open here. We can take some shots and take some tires out, prevent the retreat, as the C9 players might be getting in a car to push. They didn't land a knock, or 2 knocks, and 2 confirmed as well. So C9 on the hunt for blood already early on in the day.
They need to make the pull-up here and get the revenge, especially after Beowulf getting flushed off, getting caught off guard by version 2 right there. I feel like Beowulf was in the field, maybe scouting.
That's version 2 gone, too.
Yeah,
that's them out
That's what
already.
you like to see. I mean, that's what happens when you pull up the Beowulf, right?
I mean, Beowulf kind of got
I believe Beowulf was scouting, and then version 2 just happened to stumble upon him on their rotations, and then, they had to defend themselves, Beowulf, and they died.
Yeah, Cloud9 obviously a bit disappointed that they lost a member early on, but I think they'll be able to recover pretty easily. They've still got 3 alive. We've seen Tempo Storm do magical things with 2 or 3 alive on the other day of broadcast, so C9 a caliber of team.
One chicken dinner. See if they get 2.
C9 caliber of team that could match that, as we are on board with the team now, taking more pot shots into the distance, trying to find some connections with that 7.62 AKM.
Yep, I believe that's Blood and Loyalty out there.
Blood and Loyalty out there. They actually have a relatively high amount of kill points for where they're placed at the moment, so that's the surprising thing I've noted from them.
Yep, currently they're sitting at 14 kill points with 13 placement points.
That's a bit of an odd...
It's average.
Yeah, I'd say it's a bit odd that you have more kills than placement points. That's something we don't really see every day.
Okay.
But
they are going to be camping up on the edge there. A couple of these teams in the lobby. We got a couple that are sending it to the bridge. We got a majority of them on the ledges of the coast, just because I feel like even though we have the bird's eye view, we have
can see
a better understanding that it will probably go north. A lot of these teams might think it might go south. So just in case it does go south, they're on that coast. They're ready to send it. They're ready to swim, take a boat, aqua, whatever they need to do.
Yeah, it's not the worst idea at the moment, as we see this coast being camped out a little bit. Simplicity are dominating the compound and the warehouse, just keeping things in check there.
Nice cover.
They've lost a, yeah, it is. They've lost a member already, though, so they'll be playing a little bit more passive than you'd expect. If they do get a few knocks, maybe they might push in. But it is another Western shift, so all those Milta boys need to get out of town.
Oh, if you're Cloud9, if you're Simplicity, if you're Blood and Loyalty right now, you are just laughing. You're laughing so hard.
As players over here aren't laughing as gunfight breaks out. This will be Team Totality taking some fights onto Abada.
Oh, the grenade, I believe accidentally bounced off of the building. Does Richie know this? Oh, that was a smoke? That was intentional. Intentional smoke. Okay, that caught me off guard.
I think Richie might have got a bit lucky there. I don't think it might have been intentional.
I think that was intentional.
Molotov comes in to try and flush the player
out. Get it through the grenade. Get it through the window. Cooking it. Taps. Oh, no. Okay. I'm not going to lie.
Richie's just blown up his mate. Oh,
Richie. Okay, the last smoke, I gave it to you. I thought it was intentional, but after watching that grenade. Richie, you got to work on your throwing, my man. Come on.
Got to get that arm in shape,
Richie. Got to get that arm. You got to go work out, do some curls, you know? I mean, I know grenades are heavy, but come on. Imagine if he went through that window. Taps.
It would have been lovely.
He cooked it perfectly, too. Or Richie cooked it to perfection.
He gave his mate no chance to move there, as Team Totality, their worst enemy is themselves at the moment. They are coming into the fight with Abaddon, still with 3 alive. It looks like they're just bailing out.
They're like, hey, Richie, man. You can't throw him. You can't throw. We're leaving.
Richie's been left alone, actually.
They need to redeem themselves.
Yeah, I mean, Richie's probably hungry for a kill or two now.
Oh, yeah, third throw. Okay, he's going to pull it back.
He wants to try and redeem himself after that.
Redeem the throws.
Oh,
we caught that on broadcast, Richie.
He's not going to be pleased by that one at all.
Richie, send me a DM, all right? We're just having fun.
We can talk about it.
We can talk about it. We can talk about it.
Abaddon are stuck in this compound, though. Only 2 strong. 1 kill to their name. So
I can see why Richie is trying to camp this out, possibly trying to rack up these 2 kills. We see the other team members concentrating on the zone, though. They're prioritizing position. So this might actually be the play right here to try to rack up these 2 kills, get their revenge play.
And these Abaddon guys might have heard that you as exit the area and think that, oh, okay, they've given up. They've just left us a present and gone. But
they definitely hear Richie, though. By the way they're playing so passive.
Yeah, they must hear Richie hanging around.
It's too good to be true. It's one of those moments, right?
It is too good to be true. Richie's got a lot of meds, though, so he can stay in. As we've seen Kareem take a fair few knocks at the moment, so they're probably looking worse for wear. Don't know if they are able to be confirmed. I do not believe.
Yeah, so now they definitely
now they can hear him getting the bandage out, ripping that open.
So I wonder if ABS, the question is, do they think there's more than one, right? They know there's one back there bandaging, but possibly there's other angles that are being camped.
They can only hear the one, so...
Hector. Oh, Hector popped to Dossie. He's going to be spotted by Richie.
Richie's now redeeming himself. He needs a little bit more to redeem himself in my books. A 1-for-1 trade isn't exactly the most ideal, but...
I feel like that was Tap's moment to pull out and pop out and get Richie, though, with the side lean.
I mean, I
watch his mate die.
The double peek is always better than the single peek, that's for sure. But I don't know how much information Taps actually gave to his teammate there, because it seemed like he just ran out into the open and unfortunately copped the L. So it is the side of ambush that is in that compound just hanging out. There's only 1 player left on that squad.
We're going to peel off that fight. We're going to let them think about what's happening in
Richie's just throwing a Molotov in there, so I'm not sure if it is connecting yet. No, it isn't connecting. It hasn't quite spread. Taps and Richie, the 1v1 of our generation. Richie's going to go for it. He runs around the corner, spraying the AKM. He's not connecting with a whole lot. Manages to get it just in time. Pops the first aid kit. That's his last one. Hope there's some on his corpse. He does actually get it off, so thank Christ for that. Woo. Richie, you've redeemed yourself,
Taking down Ambush right there.
Go meet up with your mates. Yeah. Ambush now eliminated into 15th place.
So,
but
I got to cut you off there because we had an update with the circle.
Yep.
Hard shift.
Oh, wow.
All the way to the east.
Okay, so it's gone double west hard shift, and now it's an east hard shift. So all these teams are being thrown for a bit of a loop as we see Cloud9 spraying hard and getting the knock too. So that's 1 knock. They know this whole team is down there, stuck in the middle of nowhere. This ravine is not a pretty place to be if you've got Cloud9.
I believe that's your squad of Revenants.
Revenants, yeah. So Revenants, Cloud9. The top 2 teams in this lobby at the moment already facing off as Team Totality have taken a few knocks themselves. Probably not the way they want to be starting the game. This is good news for teams like Method, though. They haven't had the best start of the games.
They're on the edge, too. They don't have to worry about chasing down that zone. could possibly rack up some third-party action over
Another
there.
team has been knocked, by the way. That might be Blood and Loyalty going out, I believe.
Looking for grenades. I don't think Pyro's going to want to push out of this. Pyro has that compound that provides the cover, so we're just going to keep the Revenants pinned down for the time being with this M4.
Yeah, so Blood and Loyalty dropping out into 14th. Not the best start of the day for them, but there's plenty of...
3 more games.
Yeah, 3 more games today at least. So they still have ample opportunity to get things back as we're on board with Simplicity. They've lost that member, as previously mentioned, but they've got themselves up to 4 kills. So that's not a bad...
The Revenants are actually pinned down by Simplicity and Cloud9 right now.
Yeah, so this is some of our bigger teams already taking
Totality got
fights,
eliminated,
yeah.
so Richie
Totality,
never
yeah.
made it in the zone. F's in the chat for Richie.
Unfortunate there for Richie. We'll follow his story throughout the day, though.
We have to.
Sure,
now we have to.
Yeah,
we have to follow the Nade saga. Richie,
we have to know if he's got his stories.
stories.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we see a marked improvement throughout the day. Maybe we just caught him at a bad moment.
I mean, we just woke up. We just woke up here in NA, so, you know, getting things oiled and geared.
Certainly do, and we're on board with Method now. They have lost one of their members. But it feels like a lot of the teams have at the moment. We see a lot of teams, as we swap over camera to camera, we see a lot of these teams having 3 members up. Some nice cosmetics there, actually.
I need that backpack in real
Bunny
life.
backpack,
Can someone hook that up, please?
He'd be very popular if you had the bunny backpack.
Yeah.
So
Put a mustache on it.
Mustache bunny backpack?
Mustache bunny backpack.
I'll tell you what, you can
Next
pull up to the gym in that, and you'd be a...
Yeah. Pull up to the gym in that one. I'll
Next
see you in the
circle.
gym, my man.
Yeah, we'll go to the gym.
We'll go to the
Hit
gym.
the gym when
So-
it's back open.
Yep, like you said, next circle pop. So these teams that we've been following, Cloud9, Revenants, Simplicity, Method, none of them are in it.
No, not at all. They are all in a bit of a pickle now as they are rotate. Cloud9 get in their vehicles very early and start to rotate, which is expected out of them, really. These top teams have been rotating very quickly as we are on board with AVX, or were before. They're down to 1 man. Method rotating quickly too, so they've got the right idea, just the execution as Cloud9 have found another victim.
I mean, they have to push into the zone, so if you're in Cloud9's way,
You don't want to make that.
yeah, be
They're
ready
getting
to get
third party
steamrolled.
though. Simplicity's got their number as they are knocking a few of the Cloud9 players around a little bit, so that's another knock for Cloud9. They're down to 2 players. They are in a decent position here. There is a little bit of deflate to play with. It was F2K Gaming that Cloud9 ran up upon and knocked a few players out. It doesn't look like they've knocked them out completely. Simplicity smelled blood in the water, and F2K have managed to recover a little bit. Cloud9 are going to use that deflate, the smokes, and maybe that car as cover. Or
And that's in, by the way. Their smokes, the cover that they're making right now is right on the edge of the
Simplicity's making a run for it, though. It looks like they're pushing up a little bit. Now actually sending it. Oh, no, that isn't Simplicity. That is Revenants sending it. Another Cloud9 player knocked out by the Simplicity guys. Simplicity will know that this is Cloud9 and probably try and get their revive quickly and then send it at them.
Yeah, when we caught the Revenants sending it, I believe Cloud9, they were occupied with taking shots at that moving vehicle. That's when we saw Simplicity pop over there and get a couple cheeky shots on the Cloud9. This is some sweaty action over here.
This is some sweaty action. Some
interesting game. I mean, it's pumped up.
Yeah, it is. It is Wildcard now getting some knocks on the 8 DP guys. They have 8 DP gold getting knocked around a bit by them.
Spraying and praying right there. Hey, you got to.
Some nades flying out too. They know they're in the smokes, and these are HE grenades. They explode quite easily. As the last Cloud9 player has been forced to rotate off the revive, and he's been spotted in the open. F2K has knocked down Method. Might be all the throat for that fight.
Goose and Doc just trying to possibly explode some vehicles, get some splash damage.
Russell,
Nice the one top headshot on
Russell. He gets another
Goose.
2. He's got 2, so now it's down to 1.
Duck.
It could be down to a little bit of a 1v1 action here. The last player from Cloud9 is healing up. Simplicity, they have a squad at their back. Cream could come in for a third party here and clean up Simplicity. That would help Cloud9 out a lot.
Going for the revive here. Can Doc get the revive onto Russell? Will Cream
Stay
spoil
still,
it
mate.
for everybody?
Russell, settle down.
Russell.
Simmer down, son.
Here comes the revive. The smoke's out. Cream, they have to be aware of this.
Cloud9 have done an exceptional job from their position, but they found themselves in. The player has been revived, so it is 2 up now for Simplicity.
A grenade from Uneven. Take down Russell.
Uneven has been causing problems. He's got 4 of the 5 kills for his squad. He's playing an absolute blinder. Still got some meds to play with. He's going to throw out another grenade. This probably would be his last, you'd think. I don't know where he's been hiding him, but all these cars have been incredibly damaged. He takes more shots onto Simplicity. If you get one of these cars, you'd feel like it's a bit of a death wish at this point in time. He's just looting his mate's body as he rotates around these vehicles again. A lot of attention on him. This is the last player of Cloud9. He gets the bleed out onto Russell, so Simplicity down to 1.
Yep.
And he's on the move, uneven. Job done here.
Gonna pull around the F2K Gaming. He's not done on his bloodthirst right now. Not done yet.
No, he isn't. Now he's
now
done. As
prone in the dirt on him. The snake. So, I mean, out of that battle, Simplicity technically out-surviving Cloud9, the victors of that edge battle.
Yeah, they did get the edge battle.
Not in yet, but when it comes to placement points.
Looks like he will just be tanking the zone with the med kits or the first aid kits. I don't know if he's actually timed this right.
Not too far either.
He's actually timed this wrong. He was going to go down. So Doc hasn't done the numbers there. He hasn't run it up, and he will get punished for it. As we see on the screen, HQA Wildcard in the best position. Revenants still have 2 up miraculously after being on the farthest or the furthest edge of that fight. Cream still 2 alive, but they're running out of places to hide. 8 DP Gold and F2K still have one man stands. As we see HQA start to throw in nades. That's a beautiful nade onto Joe from the Cream squad, leaving 1 player up from Cream Esports NA. He can spray down this smoke and find the finish on Joe. This could be pretty rough for Cream. They would have hoped for a better result, but
HQA with the numbers advantage. Yeah, 4 alive still, so looking pretty good.
They have a massive numbers advantage. Wildcard, we'll have to find out where they are. Looks like they're still in the area as Joe gets finished off by HQA. Wildcard are occupying a lot of territory here, so it can be difficult if they do go down. Like getting the revive could be difficult, but at the moment they're just controlling the space and controlling the knocks as well, as they do trade 1 for 1 in knocks. So teams will probably start to play a bit more passive with their knocked players, as that could be in a finish onto Wildcard. No, it's another knock indeed. As we see the kill leaders uneven from Cloud9 with that final stand, managed to net himself 5. So that's more points in the bank for them. HQA managed to pick up their member that was on the deck. Wildcard haven't recovered both of theirs. Revenants playing the long con, staying quiet on that northern side of the circle. They do have to push in though. 8 DP Gold's last play is in that area too, so 8 DP Gold could ruin Revenant's day. But
I like how Sins is tossing out some smokes right there.
Oh,
defensive smoke, so that we can get that revive over here and reset and have a 4v4. Revenants still with 2 alive, have been surviving this entire game. We saw them earlier. They were pinned down by multiple teams, able to continue to make
not
their
for
way
much
on
longer. The solo 8 DP player from behind has taken both of Revenants out.
Cast a curse right there.
He's actually cast a curse to him. So Backstab has netted 8 DP Gold some points in the bag, as HQA have found themselves in a winnable position here. They are together at the moment. The Wildcard guys are wearing knocks at the moment too, so meds are being expended, armor being expended.
This is the best thing for ATP right now. Just creep and crawl, snake your way into those positions, possibly even be able to third party at the end here and let the 2 squads that have 4 members live just battle it out.
Looks like it will be down to 3v3 as 1 player from each side gets knocked and potentially finished off. Doesn't look like HQA are going to try and go for that res. They might later, but now that that nade's come out, it all but confirms the kill. Another nade rolls out, does about 15 to 20% damage to a few players. So Alucard, that one's off the top of the Jeep.
I really like Sin's position. Sin was able to use those smokes from earlier and crawl their way closer to HQA. You see Sin's position? So if they pull over that ridge right there, he should be able to spray him down.
Oh, ATP player was spotted just in time as he had the shot lined up, ready to go if anything was to break out. He was looking to finish off some kills. So it is down to a 3v3 to finish our first game of the day. Sin's position, as you noted, is incredibly powerful.
That's nice.
If HQA push up, they try and get a bit. He's actually revealed himself a little bit.
Sin is spraying right in that direction. Can he connect?
Doesn't look like he can, but well, he has actually connected onto 1. So that is 1 player down. It's 2v3 at the moment. Circle,
I see a flank coming out here.
Circle is most certainly favoring Wildcard as well as they get more and more knocks. Sin is doing it for his team, and that's This could be all she wrote for the side of HQA.
See a flank though. I don't know if Sin is aware of this flank that happened. This could be the spoiler right here for Wildcard. They are doing a very good job at protecting their angles.
That is a long flank, my man, as it is a 3v1 at the moment. So a miracle player would have to come out. It would have to be the hero player. There we go. Fortunate loot crate for cover to get all the fresh level 3s you want.
MVP. Oh, okay, so they should know where Wang is.
Wang goes for the second spray. He's not able to connect it just yet. He's going to the one onto Alucard.
Oh,
he's actually knocked two. Alucard is the last player remaining.
1v1.
It is a 1v1 in the final circle, the final moments. He needs to med up now. If he does actually gets the first aid kit off too. So players are relatively same HP. They both know where they are. They've taken shots at each other prior. The armor situation for Alucard is dire. It is desperate. One shot to that helmet. He's gone. He's donezo in the grave.
Can HQA Wang
this could be a 3v1. He's actually pushing off for the information onto MVP. Yeah, he's pushing off for that information.
They know where Wang is. He's going to get the flush. There's the point right there. Looks like
Alucard's actually trying to go for the revive. So this is very risky play. As
Wang
if he gets
had a grenade.
If Wang stands up here, he could actually see the tip of the heads, I believe.
Wang is probably suspicious that a revive is happening.
He gets the revival. I'm assuming he has no grenades as he hasn't tried to pull one. He's just bandaging at the moment as we see the snake in the grass doing his darndest to stay alive.
There's a scarecrow. There's a scarecrow right there.
There is a scarecrow and he's not scared of it.
Wang back to a 1v2.
So he's missed his 1v1 opportunity and the circle is pushing in. He's right at his back. It will be the final circle too. So we'll center up straight away as Sin has managed to get himself onto a relatively healthy amount of HP. So this is becoming more and more impossible for Wang as he tries to hug the Scarecrow for cover, comfort in his moment of need. He's summoning the Witch Scarecrow God, or Goddess.
It is October now, so
it is October.
You know,
so
happy October, everybody.
Halloween will be around the corner in a few weeks' time.
Now I want to see the Scarecrow possibly throw off the Wildcard members and possibly take some shots.
I want to see the Scarecrow, tank some shots for the boy.
Look at this. Wang's using the Scarecrow.
Yeah, he's certainly
throwing him off. This is 500
This energy drink might end up in the zone for Wang, which is not the best place to be. As he gets one of the wildcard players, he's spotted him. It's back to a 1v1. He's on his right.
Wang
spotted him. Wang spotted him. He's done it.
Wang
HQA Wang with the 1v3. As you say,
wow.
He's done
6 kills right there.
He's done the side of wildcard dirty there. He had no right to win that. But he manages to pull
he
it
had
out.
the right to win it. He had the Wang to win it.
He had the Wang to win it. Yeah, it takes a lot of Wang to win that one, that's for sure. As he went from a 1v3 situation, knocked 2 players. Yeah, reset to a 2v1.
Yeah.
So he was absolutely doing massive damage, massive numbers there. So congratulations to HQA who take out our first game of the day.
And I'm sure we'll see major plays from Wang in the highlights. We're going to roll these highlights here, check out what's happening with game number 1. Here we go, starting from the very beginning.
Certainly from the very beginning. I believe our first knock was actually by a vehicle. So that was an interesting way to start the day in the North American region. Always fun to see a vehicle kill early days. The playing path was pretty safe, pretty simple, allowed everyone. This was the vehicle knockout. It didn't end up being a kill, but got to check both ways before you cross the street.
Hey, Wildcard, they've been fighting all game long since the very beginning. They were able to get 2nd place there, and they still managed to have 4 alive throughout the majority of that game. If it wasn't for Wildcard, who did they fight at the end? Oh, it was HQA. That was 44, That was a long thrown out fight.
It was an absolute...
Here's Richie, though.
Yeah, Richie. We didn't show in the highlights his nade kill on his teammate for obvious reasons. Not a highlight play, but
we remember though.
We will remember that one, Richie. Unfortunately for you, this was Cloud9. Uneven was doing his best Houdini impression, trying to make his way out of a sticky situation. He managed to get 5 kills for his squad though, so that's good work from him. Still putting some numbers up on the board. Didn't manage to get this clean spray down. I think that cost him. He might have been able to get the 2 there. This was the final engagement, as we see.
This was a nail biter.
This was
a nail biter. 1v1. 1v1. That what you're seeing here today? Because it's a 1v1, then another 1v1.
We saw one of the players from South America, I believe, Pedro, get a 1v3 at one point, but he didn't let the players reset though. The impressive thing is about that is he knocks 2 players down, lets them reset, and then kills 2 players, kills them again, basically.
I think Wang did it on purpose. I think Wang intentionally let the reset come out because they were that confident that they can win this game and get that spicy, steamy chicken dinner.
It was a spicy chicken dinner with all the trimmings too, as Wang cleaned up 6 or 8 kills of that.
Corn,
everything in that. Everything.
Cauliflower. But
stuff too.
One thing I want to mention about that game that was pretty big, in my opinion, the Revenants. They were able to get 4th place there, and that's important for me because they were gatekept by Cloud9 and Simplicity mid-game. So they were able to outlive them, and here's the boards from that game.
And it is Simplicity that walks away the victor of that clash of trios that was Simplicity, Revenants, Cloud9. But it's HQA Gaming the winner overall. 9 kills and a chicken dinner to go with it. Not a bad way to start your day. Wildcard getting 2nd place there. Unfortunately, just unable to finish the game out. 8 DP gold. That's a good result for them as they haven't been running too hot. F2K Gaming as well, getting a decent result themselves. But Simplicity, Revenants, Cloud9 running up 5th, 6th, 7th. They kind of shot themselves in the foot, didn't they? It was mutual destruction, mutually assured destruction with them as they felt like they were taking a little bit of time.
Well, the hardships. I mean, what?
The hardships.
We had 2 hardships to the west and then
back to the east.
Back to the east, 2 in the east. So
it was pretty crazy stuff to start on Erangel.
And Cream all the way there at the bottom on 8th place. Here's Totality, Ignite, 6 Angry Men. Method doing a little better this game, trying to shoot up those leaderboards. They got 3 points and 1 placement point. Ambush version 2, we saw them early on. Who did version 2 get taken out again? But they pulled up on somebody. They pulled up on Beowulf.
Beowulf,
right?
that was right. Yeah, they took Beowulf.
Yep, and Cloud9 got aggressive and said, hey, that's Beowulf you messing with.
Yeah, that's my boy Beowulf.
You're messing with the Cloud9.
We are looking at the overall leaderboard now. Cloud9 have found themselves into 4th position early on in the day. Revenants have moved up as well. Looks like there's not a lot of moving and shaking around here. Just Cloud9 and Revenants moving up a place or 2. That's to be expected throughout the day. I'd expect Cloud9 to get close to, or if not, 1st place today.
Whoa, you put a lot of stock in the Cloud9.
I mean, they hit 94 points in the first day, so if they can go anywhere near that again, they'll be top of the pops. This is Wildcard moving up after a good game. HQA move up, securing 29 points in that game alone, which is over half of their tally today. Wildcard.
Good for them. Good for them.
So that's a much needed game for HQA, as they would have been sitting pretty low on the standings before that. It's good they found themselves up to 15th.
Team 9, yep.
Team Totality.
Couple shake and bakes happening right now. Interesting that on that middle leaderboard we see a couple chicken dinners as well.
Yeah, it is 8 DP gold and was the only team to move up actually here. Cream stayed
Good
the
for
same.
them. Good for them.
Yeah,
I mean, I feel like with this previous game they focused on placement points because they only had 4 kills that game.
Yep.
If 8 DP gold can just do that every single game, be consistent when it comes to those placement points, I can see them moving out of that relegation.
Yeah, they'll definitely get into the semifinals if they can keep that momentum up. Speaking of getting out of the semifinals, these are the teams at the moment that will be knocked out if standings stay the same. Obviously, we still have lots of games to play. Simplicity moving up a bit there, so that was a good game from them. Method, unfortunately, didn't do enough to get off the bottom of the table as that terrible game 1, or day 1, sorry, bites them. F2K Gaming moving up a little bit as well. So yeah, there is a lot of movement to go on this page. 6 Angry Men didn't have the game they would like either. Only actually dropping places after playing a game, so you don't like to see that.
So if there was a squad from the bottom here of the leaderboards that have definitely been trying to make some improvements from game 1, Simplicity, I would have to say.
Definitely. As we see our kill leaders so far, we do have the teams that have played 8 games dominating the board, but Espinoza makes a guest appearance. He's on 18 kills.
5 games.
5 games played, yeah, so he's been
definitely
putting in
take that #1 spot, I feel like, here
today. You reckon? He's got 4 kills in him? Yeah, I reckon he's got 4 kills.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Surely he does.
No-brainer.
The player that stands out for me there is Jagger. He's one of my favorite players to watch in the North American region. He's a bit of a star player. Jagger the Fragger. He's got a beautiful 1v4 military circle, which is Military Island, which is pretty much the highlight for me so far.
Yeah. So we got to talk about, though, we put a lot of stock, or you do, into Cloud9.
Yeah,
I feel like if Cloud9 are going to get that 1st place position like you want it to, we need to keep Beowulf safe and sound.
Yeah, I definitely want to see Beowulf pop off as well. He's a beautiful player to watch, especially if he gets those sniper rifles in hand. It's so exciting.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was game #1. We got 3 more games to go. Don't go nowhere. We're going to throw it to a quick break. We'll be right back.
PUBG Mobile Team Deathmatch. Anytime, anywhere. There is a better choice. PUBG Mobile Team Deathmatch. A quick game for those short breaks. There is a better choice. PUBG Mobile Team Deathmatch. Endless respawn, endless fun. There is a better choice.
Wow. Ooh, we almost got a run over there. We got
Grego.
Oh.
Oh, the fake out, make out over here.
He's turning on him.
Oh, the jukes are real right now. Grego,
Oh.
can Grego connect over here? If I was Grego,
He's giving it up.
no,
No, he hasn't. He's juke back. He's coming
Can't.
doubled back.
Go
Fake
back,
it.
go back.
Cool.
Oh, this is it.
Oh, it has to be.
Oh!
Got him! God, he's
There
knocked
we
over.
go.
He's got to get out and give him the BML. No, he's just playing.
Tribe was able to get both of those members up, so they will have two. King over here. Here's Tribe.
Oh, he could go to
Here's
the
Tribe.
big spray down. He
Popping
gets
up
one,
on the Tribe.
it's two
There's
down.
two for King over there. 4 points in the bank. That people would have expected.
Not just yet, but still plenty of time. We're in the halfway mark of these groups, and Tempo Storm have had enough of this engagement. They've pushed in, and B2W are wearing bullets in the face. As Tempo has cleaned up
Teamwork,
most
baby.
of the squad there. Eon away. Look at the fight now. There was a knock from a BSS. That's the car blows up. That's a few kills there for the side of Infinex.
Out. Eliminated.
Rojas.
Listening is key right now.
Look at these players.
Smokes are down there. Chris is just holding his tongue right now before they have to make the vault. Oh, here
Ball
comes the
comes
knight.
down. SSG will get taken down. All three knights are on the floor. There is one player in the second floor of the
They're going
building. They're
quickly
going.
now.
They're going.
Oh, the
he's
fake
posted
out.
out the window. He's going to get the. Oh, he doesn't quite get the knock. He's playing in the zone.
Oh, he
The knock
went
was-
to the
He actually
zone.
wins it. He wins it.
What?
The 1v3 from the
Hold
zone
up, hold up.
Infinex.
That'd be so much fun.
What we haven't seen though is 404 getting involved in early fights. The first two games we saw them very involved in early engagements.
Yeah, I mean,
This game, very quiet.
I guess the trade-off they're making is, sure, they would go,
Vehicles.
Oh,
he gets him out
Run him
again.
down,
Gets
son.
the second, goes to the run over, but no, it's just straight onto the hay bales, fly straight on forward. Goes down.
Yeah, and murdered is not the way you want to go down. Old age, maybe as they.
You don't want to go.
Old age, maybe as they.
You don't want to go down
Don't
by
like
a
that,
vehicle
no,
flip
no.
either.
That is a big
goodness
one.
me, that is
And this Ben has
PDZ
8
knocked
kills
out
now, I
and
believe.
gone, yeah. Probably out here, I don't think he's going to have the angle.
Oh,
Indeed,
he
he
is
has been spotted. He's going to stand up there for the kill, but he can't.
Or long-range kills, if you can, in the early on games. We're here trying to get over that hill. Will he make it? He only got one wheel.
Elementrix try and push in, but they're coming up against Orange Rock, they're coming up against Hydra as well.
He's just waiting.
Aman has already gone down for entities. They've lost one of their 3 Snowbow Snakes.
A few moments later.
Yeah.
Where they have one guy who is just waiting in.
Poo-poo
This
man.
might be go time. I don't know if they spotted it out. There's 2 of them right there.
Oh my god, Neo.
Oh come on,
This
he's
guy
gonna
is a
go in.
really strong fragger as well.
No way. He's
Shoot him!
Neo.
He's not part of your team!
Linky!
Kiki!
Kiki! Come
Kiki!
on! He's right there!
You know he's there!
No.
Oh my
Neo.
god!
What is going on?
Oh, he's
God!
part of the team, mate!
He hasn't chucked it!
Kiki,
Oh, it's
Kiki,
a third
please!
person.
Oh,
gonna
he's
spin
getting
out.
out! Oh, he's gone! Ah!
What is happening?
Neo! Theo, please!
He's right there!
Oh my god!
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Welcome back to the PMCO Fall Split of 2019. I'm Smash, and this is Dave, Mustache Dave on Twitter, at Mustache Dave _. Make sure you get that one right. That underscore needs to be in there. And we've just witnessed HQA just pull off a bit of a miracle. Wang with the big clutch. And if you missed out on that clutch, you need to get yourself over to the YouTube channel, Mobile PUBG Esports, or PUBG Mobile Esports, and watch it back, because it was definitely worth the time. Make me highlight videos of it, frag videos of it, because it was fantastic work from that.
And after that, make sure you go to the App Store, Google, iOS, download the game, and try to play like Wayne played that game. Get the 1v3s, not just once, but 2 times in a row, baby.
Yeah, you got to get that 1v3 and then let the player back up for a little bit of a chance, sell him a bit of a chance,
Give him a chance, right?
Sell them the candy and then take it right away from them. It was fantastic work from HQA as they managed to net themselves the first chicken dinner for them, I believe, in the tournament. So that's good job. And they rocketed up the standings from that. But that's Erangel
That was
number
a
one.
good game, number 1.
That was a fantastic way to start the day.
Got the energy flowing, you know, the
Certainly
juice
did.
is going, the chicken in the bank right there.
Yeah,
So
definitely
you know
in the
they're not full yet, right? They still want 3 more chicken dinners.
Well, you got to feed the whole team, mate.
You got to feed the whole team. Exactly. Right now, only Wang's got that chicken. And I don't know if Wang wants to share that chicken.
No, that is definitely, you know, Wang has earned that chicken himself.
Hungry after that.
Yeah,
Burned a lot of calories that game.
Yeah, keep putting his team on the back, definitely burned a lot of calories.
Big backpack.
Big
right
backpack.
there. Big backpack Wang. That's
Yeah,
what
do
his
it.
new name's going to be after this. I got a DM. He's like, I'm changing my name to Big Backpack Wang.
Yeah, well,
I said, hey, that's a good name.
certainly wouldn't surprise me. He definitely
Backpack Wang.
earned that nickname because he
All right.
put up a massive
So
performance.
besides them,
Well, we had good performances out of a few teams. Simplicity, who had found themselves closer to the bottom than the top, which was unexpected, had found themselves up, getting a few more points, moving up the ladder. We got Team Totality had a bit of a funny situation, but they managed to work themselves out of it to get a few kill points to finish out the thing. But this is Vikendi, our next map, the G36C unique weapon on this map. There's a lot of towns on Vikendi. There was 26 in total, only 17 or 16 on Erangel. So a lot of hidey holes in this place.
are we going to get the Let's Rock plane skin?
I
That's
think
the
we will.
question.
We've already got it on. There we go. Before
Let's
we
Rock.
even finish.
We got to find out who it is putting the Let's
If
Rock.
anyone knows who it is putting this,
Let us know.
Let us know on Twitter,
We need to know.
because
What's our
we
Twitters
definitely-
again? I forgot.
Well, I'm at Smash Shouts and you're at Mustache Dave _
Do you have an underscore?
No, I don't.
You should join the underscore club.
Probably do need to do that. As we see the plane path, it's a pretty friendly plane path. It is cutting the map in about a third, going, I believe that's west to east.
So pretty much if this was a pizza and you got that slice all the way up to north, you would be pretty upset.
Yeah, you wouldn't be too thrilled.
Wouldn't
Your
be too
mate's
thrilled.
probably done you dirty, like taking the bottom 2/3. But
Yeah.
it depends what pizza it is too, because not all pizza's fantastic.
Pineapple pizza.
But I actually don't mind pineapple on pizza. Well, in Australia we call it Hawaiian. I'm not sure what you guys call it.
Yeah.
But Hawaiian?
Hawaiian? No, Hawaiian. Whoa!
What is that?
What
is
I
that?
need to rub my eyes. Can they take a boat all the way up to the other land?
No, they can't. That land is inaccessible. That is
only Simplicity is in it too.
that is a disgusting circle.
Oh, Simplicity's gone.
I mean, Simplicity are laughing a bit,
Where
but,
they go to port, they can do whatever they
and we're laughing now.
Okay,
but
if
this
your other
is-
teams, all seriousness, you see this, why aren't you going that direction already?
Well, you still back yourself into your loot location, and then you try and just make the best rotation you possibly can. Simplicity are laughing as they've managed to find
That circle.
themselves
Oh my goodness.
probably the rarest circle we've seen of the PMCO fall split for 2019, especially in North America. There is not a lot of real estate in here. Real estate is at a premium.
What's that? Is the dodo, that bird that
Gone the way of the dodo, the extinct one.
they had small brains, so they jumped off cliffs and made themselves go extinct. This is the dodo of circles.
This is the dodo of circles, yeah. Yeah, they believed they could fly with their tiny little wings and their fat bodies, and
They
unfortunately,
just walk off the cliff.
Yep, they walked off the cliff.
That's
and
what we're looking at right here. This game.
that was it.
I mean, I'm fine with it, right? It's entertaining. It's definitely going to shrink our safe play area by about, I want to say, 52%, because there's
Yeah,
actually
at
like a
least
smidge
that's
of
the
water up there.
inlet,
This
yeah.
is more than 50% of the zone not playable this game. Things are going to be so close to each other.
Well-
It's like you and I back at the hotel sharing our rooms. We
Well,
got the
that's
beds
it.
right next to each other.
Well-
We get mad at each other. I throw pillows at you. You throw pillows at me. This is what this game's like
I
right
wouldn't
now.
be throwing those pillows in that hotel, mate. You'd knock someone out with those. They're hard as bricks. But what isn't hard as bricks is this UAS, as it will be peppered up, you'd imagine.
It's got
It's
the soft
top.
roof.
Yeah,
Yep,
that
soft
is
top.
true. I don't know if I'd use the soft top in a snowy environment. Because what
I mean,
happens
if
if
you bring a jacket, it
No,
should
what
be
happens if
good.
you get a heavy downfall overnight
Of
of
snow?
snow and it just caves the
It'll
roof
probably
in?
cave in. Yep.
Yeah, you don't want that. As the teams do have to rotate in early, hopefully we'll see a little bit more action.
We should.
Early on,
I mean, we
I mean,
should. We already
there's no
see
reason not to.
Cream rotating. I believe that's who we were watching just a moment ago.
Yep.
They had about 1 or 2 vehicles. They're going to be sending it. Simplicity. They're going to be up there looting.
Oh,
We will
fight's already
have
broken out, mate.
Yep.
There's Wildcard, one of our
F2K and Wildcard.
F2K knocking one of the Wildcard players
Bison.
out with the Bison. That's a nice weapon too, the Bison.
Oh,
Don't
oh,
mind
oh,
that.
oh,
Another
oh,
Wildcard player getting shot
Junior.
at. Junior trying to land the shots.
with the iron sights is a little difficult.
It is
you know,
a
you
bit
got that little
difficult.
hole you got to pin the needle through, especially at this distance. It could be challenging.
Yeah, it can be a bit challenging. He's only got 3 in the clip too. He brings out a 7.62 gun, which is very powerful.
They're hunting it down though. After that knock, they want to.
Oh, they're bloodthirsty for
Yep,
sure.
they're
Yeah,
bloodthirsty.
that's not bad. Wildcard had a great game 1, so even if they do go out in last place this game, they've probably earned themselves enough of a bit of a buffer for today to be not too upset with where they're going. But I still think you'd be.
Yeah.
I mean, you'd blame it on the circle, mate. That's what. If I was a professional player in this
you can't
situation,
blame getting taken out this
Oh.
early on the circle. Come
I
on.
would. I would. I'd have a go.
It's like you just can't.
I mean, you could blame this circle for about anything. Global
It's
warming.
like
it was
blaming the
circle.
weather. It's like blaming the weather for having a bad day. You really can't do that.
This circle is that rotten that I'd blame it for about anything. I reckon
Maybe.
you could pin anything on this circle.
Maybe. I mean, if you're Cream, if you're Simplicity right now, they're not blaming nothing.
No,
circle.
they're loving it. At the
It's
moment.
all
They're living
that's what
life large.
separates the good teams from the bottom 8 teams that we'll see getting the boot on out here. It's the ability to adapt and rotate on circles like this.
That is exactly it. It's all well and good to win the games where you get the circle for yourself, but being able to make the best out of a bad situation is what separates the greatest from just the competitors, really.
From the plebs.
From the plebs, yeah, certainly. As we see more action, as they have been bloodthirsty and they've pushed up to wildcard now, F2K, so they are not letting this one go. They don't have the best loot situation on either of these teams as they've just been chasing away.
I don't know if that was a good molly, though.
No, it was
it pushed Illusions up, though.
It was a bit of a Hail Mary molly, I reckon. But the player with the kill already. His vest has been tagged up a bit. The third player from wildcard might be coming up now.
Oh, crashing it. Yeah, Sim's crashing it.
Oh, he's spraying the vehicle. Don't know if he did take out that tire. Looks like he might have.
I think it's like, like two and a half clips from Uzi to explode a vehicle.
Yeah, about that would be about correct.
Sim's going to be tossing out the...
He's looking for the feet here as one of the F2K players has pushed it around, got an angle and knocked and thirsted the wildcard player. So there's only 2 now remaining for wildcard. F2K is still playing it pretty passive. You don't want to walk into a big spray down, especially with the limited loot that both these teams do have.
I really like how Sim pulled up the US, though. He blocked the sight lines from F2K right there that was peeking that edge, peeking that corner.
Definitely denying the sight lines with that vehicle. But they're just getting surrounded at the moment.
Yeah, they're definitely getting pinned.
The fourth F2K player moving in from a different angle. He'll be able to, might be able to find Alucard. The last wild card are remaining. He was the last wild card in the last game, and now he's the last wild card in this game as they go out in 16th place. That's that's F2K claiming 4 points and some free loot. But as said, wildcard weren't the most looted, so they still need to devote some time to looting as we have 3 teams now in the circle as they're all piling in on that eastern side. It is Team Totality have made the way deep into the circle to match Cream and Simplicity, who are in the port. The rest of the squads are rolling out pretty aggressively. They're rotating on the same road, essentially, so there's not a lot of room for these guys. Might be a bit of car crashing, a bit of bumper cars being played out in action.
That was a pretty good fight early game over there.
Yeah,
that we saw.
it was.
Goes to show how F2K were able to utilize their, early game loot. Not the best, not the strongest, but they did have those micro Uzis that just shred up in personal. So that's why we saw the aggression coming out from them. And then for them to surround Wildcard, pin them down, they were pinning them down with strategical mollies to keep them from bolting out those windows and those doors. It was a pretty clean executed play from them. I think they deserve those points.
Yeah, it was definitely well executed. They were very disciplined with their play too, didn't rush headstrong into them. When I play PUBG, I tend to rush a bit and wear a face full of bullets, and that's the end of the day for me. So
59th place.
59th place.
That's your best placement so far.
Yeah, well, I made it out the plane.
Tell me you got chicken dinner, man.
Oh, of
Tell
course.
me you tasted a chicken
After hundreds
dinner.
and hundreds of hours, I'd hope I'd have a few chicken dinners under my belt.
Yeah, hopefully. So
we got AVX Tempest now. He's hanging out.
on the coast. I'm not.
I'm not too sure about this.
I was gonna say I'm not too mad about it.
You're not too mad about it?
No,
Well, I mean,
because you know behind you is water.
Yeah, that's
no
true.
one's gonna be coming from behind you, right?
Can't get
So
flanked.
that eliminates some of that potential third-party action that could occur.
Unless the killer whales have been stocking up on
Maybe in a boat.
AKs. Maybe in a boat.
Maybe in a boat.
Doesn't look like there's any boat rotations this game, as all the teams are on land. Well, the little land that is in the circle is now being occupied as we see a knock go down. That is C9's Beowulf getting revenge for last game as taking Team Totality's player and putting him in an early rest.
I think Irish is just having some good fun, showing us some tips and tricks right here.
Yeah, he is. He's trying to get over that second crate. He does end up getting there. Those
of
boats
course.
are accessible, by the way. You can get onto them. Probably not where you want to be, though, is getting off that
I heard
boat
you
might be
could
difficult.
get the keys and just drive them.
That would be incredibly
Imagine
fun.
being able to
That
get in
is
the
a
boat,
big
turn it
boat.
on, and have like 2 squads just duking it out, and the boat's
love
just
that.
auto
Autopilot.
going, autopilot like around the
Well,
whole circle.
You might need that boat because the only crate is in the water at the moment, as we see more knocks coming out. And it is F2K getting aggressed upon.
Yeah, I mean, just chilling. We're over here chilling. Tempest, just chilling. There's really nothing to do.
Watching
They
the coast.
see a crate over there.
He spotted the crate, aforementioned crate that is in the water, the only one that has dropped so far. Probably not worth going for it, but you never know. He could decide that today is his lucky day.
AWM, level
What is an
3.
extendo Maggie? 2.
That might be worth. I don't know. It might be worth.
Maybe
If
not.
they not swimming worth, but if they had
Not
like
swimming.
a
If they had boats,
yeah,
yeah,
but
dinghy
not
or
just
something.
a red decked out US. That is a nice US. though.
Doesn't go well in the water, the US. Doesn't swim well.
No, not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. We'll
Maybe
wait
in
for
the
an
future,
amphibian vehicle.
2020. I hear some good things should be coming out with
Yeah,
the
I
US
think-
company.
Yep, Tesla are gonna take over UAS.
They're gonna buy out
make
the
a
US.
make a rocket UAS that
Rocket
flies
UAS.
across the water.
Yep, to Mars and back. One can only hope. So, surprisingly enough, I'm not gonna lie, this is kind
What's
of
up?
resident sleeper, considering
Well-
the fact with the circle number 1 being such a crazy circle.
Yeah, the circle gave us a lot of excitement, and Wildcard going out early gave us a bit of excitement, bit to talk about. But right now we are sitting at 15 teams with 59 alive, so we are missing just the 5 players.
Yeah.
As Beowulf must have confirmed that kill. Wouldn't surprise me. The guy is an absolute gun.
I want to see the next circle hardship north. Leave just the
Hardship
port.
north, yeah,
Leave
just
just
the port?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, okay. I
If
see.
that happens, then I need everybody in the chat to like PayPal me right
PayPal you.
away. Yeah.
Oh, I thought, okay. I mean, all right. I mean,
Yeah, that's the deal. That's the deal.
I got a few in my wallet.
All right,
I
thank
can
you.
spot you.
So we got Beowulf out here running the Uzi. We do
Yep.
see Cream near them.
He didn't, in fact, finish that kill off, so it was someone else. It looks like it might have been one of the 6 a.m. guys, the 6 angry men
Nice,
guys. But, yeah,
that's a nice skin. That's a nice.
he's got the level 3 helmet too.
Looking for the crate.
So that's actually a clean jacket. See, that's, one of the
I
jackets
want
I
one
would
of
get.
those. I want
Yeah.
to wear one here.
Would they let us?
I mean, why not?
They wouldn't have a choice. As soon as
Especially
they...
if it's PUBG.
Yeah, of
themed
course, actually.
jacket?
Yeah, PUBG themed jacket would be fantastic. See, Beowulf on screen. We do see the circle has kind of shifted north, so you kind of got your wish.
It's still 50-50.
It is still 50-50.
50-50.
No team is going to be really forced to rotate in too
Mm.
much. As you can see, on the eastern side, there's 6 angry men. They need to find a home. But
We
apart
shouldn't
from
see too much happening, actually.
No,
it looks
the-
like everyone's safe and sound for the time being.
the action will not break out.
Unless they want to be aggressive here.
Oh, speaking of aggression, we hear shots go in as the team tries to rotate in. I believe that might be the side of AVX who decided being on the coast isn't for them anymore. So they're just going to walk around and get sprayed by machine guns.
Yep.
Oh, everyone's having a
Everything.
shot. As that is one of them knocked out of the car. That is Tempest, who we were on board with for a long time. And that was C9 taking the kill for that. F2K are in the mixture. They are dealing with ambush. That fight is going on as more AVX players fall in that rotation. So
Yeah, that was very unnecessary,
risk
in my
versus-
opinion.
yeah, the risk
they
versus
were
reward
safe
there.
in the circle number 2. They were on the coast still. They actually had no one around them, as we saw just a second ago on the minimap. I'm not sure why they wanted to send a center there, especially with this circle. You had to have guessed that it was just going to be jam-packed.
that
in.
is not a place you want to be in.
Now
That
we're
is
swimming
very
in cold, freezing water.
That is ambush getting knocked around a bit, and F2K, they're trading blows. There could only be 2 or 1 players arrive.
It's
for
cool.
them,
You can
but-
see the tracks in the snow, and then you can see
Yeah,
the
the
fire
cars.
down there. Like
So he's had to park his car and cool it off for a bit.
Beowulf
that-
jumps in the water.
Well,
going
maybe
for a
he feels
swim.
like a dip. You can be pretty refreshing. Those ice baths, the Finnish take him a lot. The Swedish, I believe, they do the ice baths too, or the ice
Is
lakes.
Juan Ma gonna get out of here? Is
Surely not.
Juan Ma juking them in the water right
Surely
now?
not. He has to pop up his head eventually for air. He's not a fish.
Juan Ma.
See, Beowulf-
Vamonos. Juan Ma's bleeding out. Ooh, you got
Yeah, he got
Juan
up
Ma
there.
popped up. Got a breath. They're
And he
just
was
taking
spotted- he
random
was spotted-
shots.
No, he was spotted a little bit when he
Spotted?
took off the breath, I reckon. Beowulf went into the water to try and find him.
Vamonos.
Oh, he does get picked off. And that will be the end
Not
of
fast
him.
enough.
Not fast
Not
enough.
fast enough. Not the
So-
Michael Phelps
not-
over here of PUBG Mobile.
Tell
I
you
thought
what,
I thought we had it.
Michael Phelps, a great American hero, of course, winning
Yep.
about 11 gold medals a day.
Yeah, I
for every
thought we
day
had
he's
that
on.
here in PUBG Mobile.
No.
Juan Ma.
Well, that is AVX out in last place. I believe they took out last place last game, so they're not having the day that they would like.
Not too happy
today. No.
Might even be crying, some would say.
Crying in the club happens to the best of us. F2K look like they only have one player alive at best. Well, definitely have one player alive.
Yeah.
But
it's confirmed. That,
it's confirmed. As we are on board with Simplicity, Russell, he's been sitting up on this roof for quite a while. It's not the fiddler on the roof, it's Russell on the roof. Cleaning the gutters out, helping out the family. On you, Russ.
Trying to get that sniper action in play over here, you know, just getting as much information as possible. Checking a whole 360 around.
Yeah, well, you are a vulnerable 360 except for that small spot on your lower back where the pan covers.
And remember, they're down there, I believe, in the bottom 8, right?
Yeah,
Even though they had a good game 1 here today, they need to get as many points as possible.
I'm feeling Simplicity today. I'm feeling like it could be a big one for them.
So you're looking at Revenant to be top contenders, but you're also looking at Simplicity to make it out of that bottom 8.
Yeah, I think Simplicity will have a good day. Revenant will have a good day. That's probably 2 safe bets.
Safe bets?
Well, Revenant is a safe bet. Simplicity.
And then you said Cloud9's taking
well,
first place
Cloud9
on
will
the
take
leaderboard.
first place, yeah. Cloud9 100% will take
3
first
bets.
place. Yeah, I
going
got
on
3.
right now.
I'm having a fiddle. I'm putting a trifecta down.
All right. All right.
As this is the last player from F2K. They managed to clean up Wildcard at the start of the game, so the circle shifted, so it's pretty much bank back central. You couldn't get more central than this if you tried. What's the most central city in America?
Right smack in the middle.
Yeah. We got the port area still in play, but you'd feel like it would move away from that in the next zone. Or
Central city in America. Let us know in the
that?
chat, by the way.
See, if I start to bring out my geographical knowledge of America, it's going to get real bad.
I'm from Florida, so
Okay, well that's...
most central in Florida is like Okeechobee.
I'm not even going to try and pronounce that.
Lake Okeechobee.
Okay, let's go to lake. It's fine. Lakes are fun. For the most part, they are.
So we got some downtime. Teams just taking pot shots at each other. Looks like Simplicity, Cloud9 are going to be trying to doodle away. Ooh, we might be having a pull-up happening right now.
This is blood loyalty getting out of a
Jumbo popping out. Jumbo's going to be taking some shots, trying to get the flush. And he will be flushing that turd.
Yep, that turd is flushed. And made a lot of noise. And there's players in the vicinity, so he's in a bit of trouble here.
Ooh, I see. I believe that was Revenant. Yeah. So
Revenant.
they had a spread going on right now. They're trying to all collapse in on this compound and get the revenge onto what just happened there. They were caught off guard.
Oh, that spray by Swift unfortunately just doesn't catch the player. He is around, and the fellas are pulling up. Oh, the smoke is going to protect him. The Revenant guys are feeling aggressive. The spray through the smoke does catch out player.
They were so low, too. They were so low, like,
so
as far as health goes.
There is still one in the vicinity, the one player of Blood and Loyalty in the vicinity. Maybe upstairs. There he is hiding. I think you can see the silhouette through the walls. They will run straight past him. He tries to juke him and go through.
That was a juke!
It will, and he won't get the knock. He'll get knocked out for it. Pull your fists out. No, don't waste the ammo. Damn it.
Now, they still have another member, maybe even two, nope, one, Richt, right there on the coast in a shed. Richt was just like, guys, I'm the insurance policy.
Well,
I got
look at him.
a nice little spot here on the coast. No one even knows I'm here.
He's got
no one's
20
around
bandages.
me. I got 20 bandages, so in case I have to take this out into the blue, I will. You guys can go out there, pull up on somebody, fight it out. Now, that's the question here. Was that risk worth it? Because they sent 3 to go pull up on somebody, to pull up on a compound, and they left Richt out there to just go for those placement points. So was it worth it?
No, they only got 1 kill, so surely not. It's not worth it.
You lost 3 for 1.
Yeah, exactly. So probably not the wisest decision from the Blood and Loyalty guys, unfortunately for them. They have been one of the teams that sitting just above that bottom 8, I believe.
The Juke almost came out, though.
Yep.
The Juke almost came out.
The Juke was there.
It was there.
It was there, but then it
couldn't make it down the stairs.
No, couldn't make it downstairs. Parents caught it, sent him back upstairs.
It was past curfew. Yeah.
It was past curfew. You don't really caught out past curfew. I can tell you that from experience.
Maybe next time they'll try to go out the window and not the front door.
Usually it's a bit of a better play going out the window, because then if your parents ask, then well, yeah, you just say
unless you have one of those security alarms that when you open the window it says front window open. Like I used to have one of those, so it would open and the alarm would just say. So I'd put a pillow over the alarm that would talk.
Oh, okay.
So I would open the window with the pillow over at the same time, so it would block out that sound. So there's definitely ways around it.
There's definitely ways around it. The technology in Florida does seem pretty wild. As Team Totality got a knock onto Method. So that fight could start breaking off soon as we see more and more action as the zone moves in. It is eliminating pretty much all the water now, so it is going to be a little bit quiet as we eliminate the water. But that port city doesn't look long for it. It is still in.
There's a crate over there as well.
Yeah, certainly. Simplicity is in the middle of it. Pretty sure Simplicity would have picked that up, surely. Actually, it might still be in action. Not sure. Haven't seen a player.
Yeah,
with a crate
it's right there by Goose. So.
All right, so you would have picked that up.
Oh no, Beowulf.
Beowulf
Oh, you know what?
knows.
Because there's a US over there.
Yeah, you'll know. You'll
Sore
be
thumb.
You got to park that in the water, mate.
Yeah.
Ditch it in the
Ditch
in the drink.
it. You know, it's a stolen vehicle. Just get rid of it. You don't want to leave no evidence behind. Maybe torch it if you need to. No fingerprints.
No fingerprints when you torch vehicles?
Well, you want to drive it in the water.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you want to torch it, and then you want to push it in the water, you know?
Okay.
So you want to torch it, get rid of the fingerprints, the evidence, and then push it in the water, so hopefully no one finds it for a couple of months.
All right, that's how to steal a car and get rid of it with Dave. That is criminal activity with Mustache Dave.
No, PUBG.
Oh, PUBG.
Mobile.
Oh, okay,
That's how you
yeah.
do it
All
here.
right.
Criminal activity. Take a chill pill, brother.
All
This is
right.
version 2, talking about criminal activity. Looks like they're going to be hijacking a couple vehicles over here, sending it with 2 members alive.
Yeah, 2-2 split.
2-2 split, not too bad. They're going to be following each other in a convoy. Looks like they're going to be trying to send it a little more center, possibly even just using the edge here to scout.
like
I like how they're scouting.
Yeah,
This is very good right here.
They're not sending it, not full sending it.
They're scouting.
They
They move up a little bit, get out, check out their surroundings. Move up a little bit, get out, check out their surroundings. A lot of squads here, they just get in cars and they just drive straight to the middle. They don't do that scouting, and that's where we see them lose a couple members on the way.
So we see the big compound crashes or the
Exactly,
big
which we saw
explosions,
from earlier.
That Cloud9 Simplicity fight's been kicking off again as one of the Simplicity players wore a few bullets to a place where you don't want to wear them. Got knocked out, but he has managed to get picked up once more.
Nice camouflage for
Yeah,
Vikendi.
that is good.
That's
so
good.
that's one thing we've been commenting on all the regions about is if you're using the camouflage on Vikendi, you know, it's a good play. But we've seen also a lot of players use the banana suit on Vikendi and on Miramar. So I don't know what the yellow is all about.
I don't know what the yellow is about. I can definitely see it on Miramar.
Yeah, Miramar
Makes
essentially
perfect
is just
sense.
the central circle has been gifted to us. It will force a lot of teams to rotate in. Not enough to write home about, but there is a few that have to move in, including that solo player, Richt or whatever his name is on the northern.
Richt.
Richt. There we go, Blood and Loyalty player.
Revenants might actually rotate on the coast over there by Richt, so Richt will need to be careful as we get the aerial
car there
view
as well,
right here. But it's just a dead giveaway. Someone's home.
Yeah, it is. If your car's in the driveway,
And
usually there's people home.
they actually are pulling up on here. So we'll have to pay attention to the kill feed.
Oh, yeah, they are stopping too.
We're looking over here. Couple squads just with a standstill.
Oh, you see C9 getting involved in it. Rick does go down.
Rick goes down.
Revenant are in the crosshairs of Cloud9. And
Rick is down. And they're taking Rick's vehicle.
Yeah, they're not too keen on taking Rick's vehicle because Cloud9 are just peppering the side there. He's actually running towards the water. Get in there, son. Get in there. He's actually picked the Dacia. It looks like it might actually.
See, I actually believe they tried to torch the U.S. and drive into the ocean right there. I kind of saw that coming out from Revenant. So that's where I get most of my tips. I like to talk to the players outside of the game, outside of casting. Ask them, you know, what do you guys do in game? Like, what's your strategy? And that's one of the popular ones that the Revenants like to use.
It's quite good for the broadcast to have the knowledge there. That's why you're the North American expert.
Imagine if Rick got rid of their vehicle. Would the Revenants have pulled up to it, right? That's the thing.
That's it. Revenants might not have checked that.
They might have just went right past it because, just a compound, a little shack on the outskirts. No one's going to be there. But since it was the U.S., let's check it out.
Well, F2K have found players, and they're starting to kill again. It is only the solo player from F2K.
Still alive, still managing.
So yeah,
did Junior get a knock up here, actually?
Yeah, he did, actually. He did get a knock, so he has picked off a man in rotation. This is the 6 Angry Men, I believe, taking one of their players.
And I'm actually surprised. 6 Angry Men, they got 3 other members alive just looking at this happening. They didn't make the push onto Junior.
Yeah, they might not have tracked that Junior is all alone and scared.
They're not even moving.
They're not even moving, so they might expect a bit more action out of it. As see some of the V2 players getting knocked out by the play zone. I believe that's the fight that's going on between HQA and V2. Cloud9 are doing what Cloud9 does best, which is eliminating the lobby.
I mean, they've been in this position for the longest.
Fantastic angles coming out from these Cloud9 gamers.
Ooh, Circle Pop's going to be sending it down south.
And you'll see Cloud9 move straight away. As soon as that circle pops, they're in the vehiculars. They are getting out of there. They want to be in the middle of that circle, raining hell from the central area. That is
Question is,
V2
where do they send
out.
it? Right, that's the question. Like, can they make it safe in there?
They have 2 vehicles, so they can make themselves a makeshift compound.
Look at that
is
skin.
Very nice.
That's
As they are getting
nice.
sprayed actually by... Oh! Cream. Oh, he might
Gotta
have
get the
run
confirm. Deny the points. Deny the
Deny
points,
the
even though
points,
it went over to Cream. So they are going to be crashing over here. They will be taking this fight. They need to at this point.
That is 2 players knocked out from Cloud9. Our
Cream.
boy Beowulf is on the deck, so he is being confirmed too. So this isn't looking too great. That's a beautiful grenade. He
Right
will manage to
right
just get away from it. Now, if a grenade blew up that close to me, I'd be wearing
If they would have cooked it a little longer,
yeah.
that would have been it.
If it was cooked to perfection.
Yeah. Like we saw Richie's from last game.
Yeah, maybe Salt Bay can give some tips on that, because he is a expert cook.
The one from Miami.
The one from Miami,
Yeah,
of course.
for
Yeah.
sure. Like salt on everything.
Ooh, the Cloud9 gamers are getting pushed in this compound, but they're not going down without a fight. They are going hell for leather, but that is Cloud9 out in 12th position, so not the game that they would have liked. They had the perfect position for such a long time, but that circle did them dirty and forced them to shift. Now that is Cream, still inside the zone just. Simplicity were another team on that coast that were forced to shift, and now they are getting... They did
an okay job trying to defend that.
Aren't they getting problems, as they're actually, Simplicity are actually knocking HQA out at the moment. One of the players has been traded upon, so lots of action in that area, as one of the HQA gamers I think has been confirmed. We see another compound crash. This is six angry men. Onto Method. Method desperately need as many points as they can, and 6 angry men aren't too far above them. So this could be a battle that decides a lot about this bottom half of the lobby, as we see HQA, I believe, dropping out there to Simplicity.
Pika with the Thompson trying to get close. Pika's going to be spotting a couple of these members. Prophecy will be spotting Pika down to about 1 HP onto Fury right there.
Slither of HP. The 6 angry men are getting the best of this engagement so far, as they've done a lot of damage to these Method players. Gets the spray!
Reload!
The reload ends it at the end. Method, this staircase is their savior at the moment. They have 2 players. Where's the sound? Where's
the pre-fire?
He's going for the pre-fire. He has to go get his buddy up now, though, otherwise he will time out. As that, the flank comes in, and that is the end of the 6 angry men.
Wow.
So a well-timed fight for Method, as we see Team Totality getting knocked out there.
Method, that was a great defense from them. And then that flank at the end to come and vault out the window and get the cleanup from behind. It was 6 angry. Yes, it was only 3 6 angry men against 4 Method players, but just the way that they defended that, pretty good.
That's pretty good. We can see Cream getting into the kill feed now. That was a Molotov. Getting some work done onto Revenant, who have very little players remaining. In fact, probably only the 1 now.
I believe that Tanker might have been going for that crate that we see on the minimap, and Cream was also going for that crate. So it was a little contested. I see Simplicity Russell smack in the middle on the minimap as well, going for a crate. So things are getting pretty heated right now. 8 DP. Remember we mentioned last game, they have to go for those placement points. Looks like they might be doing just that. They got 4 alive right now.
They certainly are, as Espinoza is found and slayed. Unfortunately for Revenant, Espinoza wasn't able to pull off some magic. That is Cream working their way up the leaderboard at the moment. As we are on board with Ambush, who have been sitting on 1 player for quite a while.
Actually, a lot of teams there at the bottom of the leaderboard there are still alive this game.
We've got Method, we've got 8DP on.
Simplicity.
Yeah,
I mean, they're still down there, though, right? So this is a good game for them. It's going to open it up a little bit.
Yeah, we haven't seen the most dominating display out of any of the top teams just yet.
Not this game.
Revenant, Cloud9 being the 2 heavy hitters in the lobby. Haven't managed to get any traction so far, but there's still 2 games to go after this. There's plenty of time to work themselves back in it, as we are on board with this Ambush player hiding out. Being very cautious. 8DP come into the mix, into the area.
Playing it passive, you know, playing that edge play. Nothing wrong with that.
You don't want to be caught with your pants down in the middle of the circle, getting fired upon by all angles, as we see a fire break out. This is 8DP with a silenced AKM trying to get some work done. Players dropping. 8DP Gold have dropped 1 of their players, but
Donor Smoke is
just
interesting.
to the left. Yeah, that smoke was getting himself a little bit more cover from that
Just the push up here.
Angle, yeah. So
looks like they might have been prepping a grenade, possibly thinking about it.
Method have the only compound in the circle, but sometimes that can come back to bite you, because if the circle shifts away from that compound, getting out of it can be harder. then crashing it or staying.
And they also have
in the
ambush meme right behind them as well.
Yeah,
I'm not sure if they're aware of that player in that building. Might be a spoiler. So hopefully, if you're Method, you're watching your backs right there.
Oh, Cream getting peppered. One of their players has been knocked. That's a knock from Simplicity. So 8 DP are going to be happy about that because they're all occupying relatively the same area. As we see 8 DP getting a knock onto...
With the Uzi.
Yeah, with that Uzi. More Cream players end up in the ditch.
Cheeto has a
Russell from Simplicity
snowmobile if they want to do some crazy play.
Crazy play, putting a boy on the back of the snowmobile and having him spraying around isn't the worst idea.
Oh, 8 DP.
8 DP are hopping in the whip.
3 members in the whip.
3 members
They're
in
riding
the
out
whip.
right now. Looks like they're going to be
They've
pulling
actually
up the
crashed
Cream.
into the side of Cream. Cream only have 1 player active at the moment, and that will be them done for Vikendi. Doc from Simplicity has 5 kills to his name. Didn't do the maths last game, ended up dying to the blue, but this game he has been on fire, making up for it. This is 8 DP onto Simplicity. Simplicity have lost 2 members. The 3rd member,
Oh, the backstab
out.
from Method. Oh.
Method are turning up in this game. They are still 4 strong.
Oh, Beam's still in here.
Ambush,
still
yeah,
here.
the ambush player, the Lone Ranger.
Looks like they're going to be clearing out Meme.
Oh, I don't think they are.
They know
Surely
they know someone's in here.
Or
maybe not.
Maybe not. He has to vault out the window eventually. This is an 8 DP versus Method face-off. Meme is...
Meme's still memeing it.
He's still
memeing it
He's
out
looking
there.
to peek out now because he will go down to the blue next tick. Down
the
he
9
goes, but
points.
Method are down to 2 players as 2 of their players have been knocked. 8 DP with the man advantage at the moment. Just kidding. There's 2 players knocked from 8 DP. Now it's even. One of the Method players has been finished off though. This could be a big grenade if they can get it. So it is going to be a 3v4. This is only 1 player actually out from 8 DP at the moment. He is reviving all of his teammates. So that knock, he's been knocked several times. You can see him ticking down so fast. So he'll bleed out almost immediately. If that Molotov is good...
The smoke.
The smoke, was it?
Yeah. That's smart because that'll block the sight lines from 8 DP onto Method and allow Method to relocate, possibly get those revives.
That's a good point,
Very
Dave.
smart.
That's big brain from you, buddy. As we have Method now. This could be their first chicken dinner. They have all of the enemies behind 1 rock. 8 DP are cornered, but they are shooting kneecaps. Kneecaps do take a lot of damage. And the Method players have got 1 knock via that car explosion. Will they be able to push in now? They are looking a bit wary. Themselves hiding behind a car. One of the Method players does get knocked down. That's Monarch. That's him finished. That's 2 players finished. So it's a 1v3 like we have seen before in the previous game. Prophecy from Method is going to have all of the work to do and only a tree to do it from. 8 DP all of a sudden in the driver's seat after only having 1 alive. They've managed to get up to 3. Starting to fan out now. The spray does come down from Prophecy, but that won't be enough.
8 DP, winner, chicken dinner.
They've claimed a 9-kill chicken dinner. Stolen it from the jaws of Method. Good job there from Ambush, the last player Meme, to hang out for as long as possible to get some placement points. So far, so...
That's it.
Yeah,
Done and dusted in the books. Vikendi for today.
That's it. So far today, we haven't seen those top teams flourish, and again...
I mean, I like to see it like this, though. I like to see it like this because it gives a chance for these bottom teams to get out of that relegation position and showcase their skills here. So let's check out these highlights. Yes, we are going to remind you of the blessing we had from this game, which was the circle.
Well, I'm not sure if it was a blessing or a curse. This was the plane path, but the circle was all the world to talk about. You can see that there. That was the 2nd circle. It was even further than that. We had Wildcard drop it out very early. We had lots of engagement going. Blood and Loyalty taking a fight pretty early. As they said, they crushed that compound with 3, but Revenant came in with a vengeance and took pretty much all of them out, except for Rick, who hid in the coast for a very long time.
Very long time.
And then eventually got taken out by Revenant as well. So
oh yeah, they ended up cleaning it up.
So Revenant ended up getting all of them down. This was finish here.
I wonder if Rick got extra placement points off of that play, actually.
You'd hope so.
Yeah, we'll see in the leaderboards when it comes up.
Will. This was Cloud9. They had such a perfect position here, overwatching everything, but then...
Yeah, Percocet was on that roof for the longest time, just taking shots at who knows how many different players. And then we saw the push come out. They lost 2 on the rotate, unfortunately. They were forced to crash into this compound and then defend it right there. And they ended up getting taken down.
Couldn't defend it from Cream. They were too wise to the task, as we saw Method put up their best game of the tournament so far, so they're working their way back into the tournament, which is nice to see. It's always good to see. But that was, as you said, Vikendi in the books, done and dusted.
That's me signing off Vikendi for the day.
A lot of movement at the bottom of the table, I would imagine, though, Dave.
8 DP.
8 DP.
Putting in work, and they're not even using the DP to do it.
No, of course, the DP not available, I believe,
No,
on
that's
Vikendi,
not.
so
But
no.
still, just saying, you would think they would use it as the gun that they named their team after.
You'd think there'd be Erangel one tricks with the 8 DP.
One tricks.
20, DP
Hey,
20.
I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully, they'll continue to rack up some more kills here. But for the time being, let's go check out those leaderboards as we see 8 DP with the winner chicken dinner, 9 kill points, 20 placement points right there. Method right behind them, 6 kills, 14 placement points, and then Simplicity with 11 kills. Wow, 11 kills that game and 8 placement points.
A lot of kill points there from Simplicity. That's going to boost them up above Ambush, who did finish above them. Ambush managed to find themselves 13 points from that game. Cream Esports NA gets 12. Revenants continues their decent run, getting 12 themselves. Ignite and Team Totality round out the top 8. Team Totality haven't had the most fantastic day, but that will certainly
Doing
boost
doing better than these people though. That's for sure.
certainly are, as
Cloud9, 11th place. All the Cloud9
Yeah,
fanboys in the chat, they hopefully are spamming some emotes to give them that motivation to reset after that game, come back and perform in the last 2 games here.
they've had a rough day so far, but it is only halfway through our day, as you see Wildcard going out in last place, and then version 2 not able to get any
And
traction in that game.
you
Blood
get
Loyalty,
1 point for trying. 1 point
Blood
for
Loyalty
trying.
Rick didn't manage to get that placement point we were all hoping he would get, as he only managed to get 1
Here we
placement
go.
point. This is the
The
leaderboard
overall.
so far.
Cloud9 staying in the same
So
spot.
it is Revenants
Tempo
moving
Storm.
up as well. They're only 12 points, Revenant now, behind Cloud9. So after that dominant day 1 Cloud9, they've kind of trailed off a bit today. So unfortunate for them. They're not exactly in the most prime position, but nothing really has been changing up the top.
Nothing too much. I'm checking out. I'm trying to compare like the teams and who's got the most kills compared to placement points or whatnot. You said Cloud9, they should be doubling on up today. Do you still feel confident in that after these games?
I don't think they'll get 40 per game and double up, but I think they will find themselves to at least 2nd place. Maybe
now it's 2nd place.
Maybe
now you're
catching
doubling
Infinix.
down. What happened to the trifecta?
Well, I don't think that they can catch Infinix. That's 60 points to go. They need at least 1 big chicken dinner or 2.
2 chicken dinners.
Look at 8 DP though. They shoot up with that big chicken dinner that they managed to claim for themselves. They are the big mover on this board as they push teams down and down further. 8 DP finally claiming themselves a chicken dinner, and it was a decent one at that. They've only got 19 kill points, but the 46 placement more than makes up for it.
Yep, I mean, we talked about it coming into this game. 8 DP, after game number 1, they went for those placement points. They got 4th place. That's what they need to do. Go with that strategy to continue racking up these points. I feel like that's what they did this game, except for in this game, they kept 4 members alive. So they were able to show up in the end with that members advantage and then take that fight to win the game.
Well, Simplicity keep climbing up very, very slowly up the ladder as they make themselves up to 21st position now. So they started from a very horrible position. They've managed to find themselves up to 21st. They have more kill points than placement, so that would dictate that they need to stick around a little bit longer. But Cream Esports, another mover and shaker on this board. Ignite have found themselves up a few positions as well, getting themselves up to 40 points. It will be the next set of teams, though, that will be the ones that in a bit of strife. Ambush have found themselves moving up. Method move up a hell of a lot of places.
They started in 32nd today.
Yep, 32nd. They've managed to push themselves up. So they started with less than 17 points, and they've already found themselves doubling up onto 31.
Yep. Very good game from them last game.
Yep.
I really liked how they used those smokes to block division onto 8 DP, and then they spread along the edge there to try to get around that rock where 8 DP was defending, but 8 DP was able to defend a little better and take them out. It was still a good play. Still a good play.
This is the kill leaders. It is Espinoza at the top,
all
as
right,
you did
2 more
predict.
games to go, though.
2 more games to go for him to beat out Simple as the clear leader, but
Espinoza.
that is a pretty dominant performance from Espinoza, considering he's still got 2 games
This
to
is
go.
overall.
This is overall. This is
from the
overall.
opens
So
here.
well, yeah, it is overall
Yeah.
for North America.
North
So
America opens.
this is good job from Espinoza. Let's see if
For
we can
group
get
stages.
another player from this group into this kill leaderboard.
I don't
Maybe one
know.
of the Cloud9
I don't know.
guys, or-
Espinoza is just mopping the floor right now with everybody
Yes,
else.
he is, definitely.
At 22 kills, like you mentioned. The other players that we saw on leaderboard, the other 4 players have 8 games.
Yep.
Espinoza with 6 games. if the trend continues, Espinosa's going to be looking back saying, see you later, fellas.
Yeah, he's going to be leaving him in the dust, that's for sure. Well, we're going to be leaving you very shortly for a little bit of a break. But when we come back, it's going to be Miramar. Thanks for joining us at the PMCO Fall 2019 Split. Ooh, we almost got a run over there. We got
Grego.
Whoa.
Oh, the fake out, make out over here.
He's turning on him.
Oh, the jukes are real right now. Grego,
Oh.
can Grego connect over here? If I was Grego,
He's giving it up.
no,
He hasn't. He's
juke
jumped back. He's coming doubled back.
Going
Fake
back,
it.
going back.
Cool.
Oh, this is it.
Oh, it has to be.
Oh!
Got him! God, he's
There
knocked
we
over.
go.
He's got to get out and give him the BML. Not he just playing.
Tribe was able to get both of those members up, so they will have two. King over here. Here's Tribe.
Oh, he could go to
Here's
the
Tribe.
big spray down. He
Popping
gets
up on
one,
the Tribe.
it's two
There's
down.
two for King over there. 4 points in the bank. That people would have expected.
Not just yet, but still plenty of time thrown in the halfway march of these groups. And Tempo Storm have had enough of this engagement. They've pushed in, and B2W are wearing bullets in the face. And Tempo has cleaned up
Teamwork,
most
baby.
of the squad there. Eon away. Look at the fight now. There was a knock from a BSS. That's the car blows up. That's a few kills there for the side of Infinex.
Out. Eliminated.
Rojas.
Listening is key right now.
Look at these players.
Smokes are down there. Chris is just holding his tongue right now before they have to make the vault. Oh, here
Ball
comes the
comes
Knights.
down. SSG will get taken down. All three Knights are on the floor. There is one player in the second floor of the
They're going
building.
for
They're
a
going.
cleanup.
They're going.
Oh, the
no,
fake
he's busted
out.
out the window. He's going to get the. Oh, he doesn't quite get the knock. He's playing in the zone.
Oh, he
The
went
knock-
to the
He actually
zone.
wins it. He wins it. The 1v3 from the
Hold
zone.
up, hold up.
Infinex.
It's going to be so much fun.
What we haven't seen though is 404 getting involved in early fights. The first two games we saw them very involved in early engagements.
Yeah, I mean,
This game, very quiet.
I guess the trade-off they're making is, sure, they would go,
Vehicles.
Oh,
he gets him out
Run him
again.
down,
Gets
son.
the second, goes for the run over, but no, it's just straight onto the hay bales, flies straight on forward. Goes down.
Yeah, and murdered is not the way you want to go down. Old age, maybe as they.
You don't want to go.
Old age, maybe as they.
You don't want to go down
Don't
by
like
a
that,
vehicle
no,
flip
no.
either.
That is a big
goodness
one.
me, that is
And this man has
PDZ
8
knocked
kills
out
now, I
and
believe.
gone, yeah. Really out here, I don't think he's going to have the angle. Indeed, he
he is
has
a-
been spotted. He's going to stand up there for the kill, but he can't.
For long-range kills, if you can, in the early on games. We're here trying to get over that hill. Will he make it? He only got one wheel.
Elementrix try and push in, but they're coming up against Orange Rock. They're coming up against Hydra as well.
He's just waiting.
Aman has already gone down for entities. They've lost one of their 3 Snowblow Snakes.
A few moments later.
Yeah.
Where they have one guy who is just waiting in. This might be go time. I don't know if they spotted it out. There's 2 of them right there.
Oh my God, Neo.
Oh come on,
This
he's
guy
gonna
is
go
a
in.
really strong fragger as well.
No way.
He's shoot him!
Neo, he's not part of your team!
Leaky!
Kiki!
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 He's right there!
You know he's there!
No.
Oh my
Neo.
God!
What is going on?
Oh,
my
he's
God!
part of the team,
He
mate!
hasn't chucked it!
Kiki,
Oh, it's
Kiki,
a third
please!
person.
Oh, he's got it out! Oh, he's gone! Ah!
What is happening? Neo!
Neo, please!
He's right there!
Oh,
Oh my God! Oh my God!
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back with another one. Thanks for tuning on in today to the Club Open Fall 2019. Right now we're watching NA. I'm Mustache Dave, joined with Smash Shouts, aka Ben over here.
Yeah, Dave. How you going?
Hey, I'm doing good, man. What a day for 8BD and HQA.
Yeah, no, they got themselves chicken dinners.
Chicken dinners, they're at the bottom leaderboards. It's like the Cinderella story.
It certainly is a Cinderella story, especially HQA. They have been pretty quiet, and then all of a sudden they pop up with a nice chicken dinner. 8 DP, get points in the first game. Yeah, the big Popeye's chicken dinner, actually, yeah.
That's what
8 DP.
So.
Got themselves a big one on Vikendi. Managed to finish off and take out Method, who finished off in second place. So that's a good result for them too. They were really struggling. 32nd at the start of the day, so they're starting to move up now. We are on to Miramar next, though. That is an exciting game. If you missed out on any of the action so far, though, you need to get yourself over to the PUBG Mobile Esports YouTube channel so you can check it all out. That is where you can find the VODs of not only the North American region, but everywhere else in the world.
All the PUBG you can ever wish for. And don't forget to also go to the Google Store, the iOS Store, and download it. Play it.
It's completely free, mate.
For free.
Completely free. It's free entertainment.
For free. So we were actually backstage right there, you know, getting our back massages, drinking our mimosas. We were talking, though, about Miramar and how it opens up the game for the players to showcase their sniping ability because all the long-range fights that can kind of take place.
You know, we've got those hilltops and that long-range sightlines that often come out on Miramar, as we see the hilltops here. There isn't a lot of compounds compared to other maps of this size. There's only 18. There's more on Vikendi, but teams generally don't compound crash too heavily on Miramar. It's more reliant on taking those fights in those open areas and the cliffs and the little ridges and hill lines. As the plane is painted once again, nobody has told me
does no one else have another skin like that they can outbid the Let's Rock skin? Who's doing this?
I don't know. It's got to be
I mean, I like
roller.
it. I like it. The color
too,
scheme is great.
I don't know who the high roller is.
Who's the high roller?
We have a bit of a rude plane too. It's not accessing a lot of the map. You will be able to get up as far as San Martin, around Power Grid. Monte Nervo will still be in play, Nuevo. As we move up, El Azahar will be the final destination if the players do choose to move north. So there is a lot of room.
Open real estate.
Yeah,
a lot of flying to be done.
We'll have to see how the circle pops. The last circle we had on
Falling
Vikendi
with style.
Yeah, the last circle we had on Vikendi was absolutely disgusting.
I liked it.
You liked it?
I get a rush out of that type of stuff.
Yeah, well, it was a good circle for the spectators, not so much for the players.
Hopefully this one goes all the way to the corner right there where we see the water.
Yeah, I reckon.
Water Precio. Hopefully that's
nice,
decentralized. So
not many people have moved south of that plane line, by the way. It looks like every squad except for 2 or 3 have moved north. So we're looking at 13 teams heading north and only 3 or 4 heading south. Lots of action. Oh, wow, look at that one. That's a decent circle to start us off. There is
big chunk in play, yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot in play there. About 70% or 80% of the play zone is accessible, as there is those cliffs on the western side. You can't get up, as well as just the dead zone, really.
So we saw Ignite all the way down there in the south, you know, dropping
some loot.
Yeah, getting some loot. Haven't really seen much from them today as far as action goes.
No,
they've been popping off. They've just been kind of quiet. So hopefully with this circle being sort of north from their position, we don't see them get taken out early here.
No, there is options for them to rotate, obviously, but they are limited once you have got the circle shift like this. It is quite difficult to get in early if you are the unlucky team that is furthest away from the circle. So it looks like there will be a few teams moving up towards...
Very early on.
Yeah,
I like
Monte
that. I like that. They see that there's so much free real estate there, especially with the flight plan. Yep. No one went all the way in that direction. So get the vehicles early on. Send it north. You know, might as well. You'll have a safe time to get some loot.
Yeah, I've seen one of the wildcard players has been knocked already, but has not been confirmed, as there are still 64 alive. 63 now. That wildcard player has gone out, so that's 8 DP. Our previous winners going in heavy.
They're having such a rough day.
Well, the wildcard they picked up second place in our first game, but went out last place in our second game. So mixed results for them so far. Losing one player won't help things out. 8 DP on board with them. Previous games winners and first blood participants.
I want to say the most points earned today have
8
been
DP,
from 8
yeah,
DP.
I'd almost say certainly, as HQA, our other winner from the today, has just knocked a player out. Has not confirmed the kill just yet, but can imagine that would be coming across relatively soon, as That AVX player is stuck in the middle of nowhere.
This was our Michael Phelps from last game.
This was our Michael Phelps. Well, he's found himself on land, and I'm not sure if Phelps' athletic ability
I believe
on land.
One Ma was going for the vehicle, was spotted, and then the one-tap dirt nap happened with our cowboy Wang, the MVP of today.
Yeah, he is the MVP of today, pulling off that epic finish to game
It's
one.
like Wang knows some magic with that outfit on.
Yeah, some magic maybe.
Top hat,
maybe a cowboy type.
Maybe a pocket watch.
Pocket watch.
Definitely a pocket watch.
You definitely have to put a pocket watch on when you have that type of outfit.
Maybe a cane, like a cane with a nice little dragon on top of it.
Okay, I like where this is going. This is why you're the stylish one out of us.
Okay, yep. I'm the one who dresses everybody.
Yep.
Truth comes out.
Truth
I tell
comes
everyone
out,
what to wear around here.
Certainly are the wardrobe king. As they do have a convy van to get out of AVX if they do choose to leave, and HQA start to get a bit aggressive. But for now, they're just looting up. There is plenty of town for both these teams. Lots of looting areas, lots of compounds, lots of buildings. Not a lot's going to happen. That first circle is popped. No.
But if I was to put a red flag on the playing field, right?
Yep.
We saw the mini-map for just a brief second, but one area of interest that we will definitely be seeing some action occur in has to be the east side of circle number 1. There's a straight line that goes straight down. There's about 8 different teams that go straight down that line on the east. So
it's looking like it.
Exactly. And think about this. Here's food for thought. All those squads that are outside the zone in the east, they're going to have to rotate on in somehow. Are they going to go for a long southern or a long northern rotate? That's the question. Or if they send it straight in, that's where they're going to meet the Death Valley. That's what I'm calling it.
There is a bit of Death Valley action happening there. The north and the south are relatively clear. The south is a bit more
like
contested
one team
than the
there.
north. Yeah,
Totality.
So the northern rotate wouldn't be bad for teams like Revenant, maybe the remnants of Wildcard. F2K, yeah, they could find themselves going north.
But if you send it straight in, there's going to be like 5 different teams just waiting for that.
Because there is that highway that runs around about 70% up on the map. As you see a spray come in, this is not going to find anything. Ambush are going to not find that knock that they desperately want. Points are a premium for them, so getting as many as you can is important stuff. As he has a nice leather backpack on, actually. That'd be quite expensive, as they do actually manage to pick up one of the 6 Angry Men players.
Equal explosion.
Yeah, this is a good start for them, or a good...
It's a tasty snack. It's like I like to call them chicken nuggets here.
Yeah, certainly.
Not the chicken dinner, but definitely a chicken nugget. So
one chicken nugget won't fill you up, though. Won't
no, it's a snack
appetite.
to keep your hunger quenched until you can get that full meal. So hopefully with that one kill, it'll give them the confidence that they need to possibly continue on with this game.
Hopefully it does. As we see the teams start to rotate in, blue is at their back. There are still teams that are refusing to leave, Method being one of them. They are still on the far eastern coast and haven't moved an inch. Circle, as we mentioned, there is plenty of towns still in there. Monte Nuevo is there. Crater Fields is around the place. El Pozo is the main one in town. Picardo Power Grid are still in town as well, but they are just on the edge, same as Hacienda del Patron. Spray comes out, they're not quite able to connect with that. This is Blood and Loyalty.
Ricked.
That's
going to be scouting some enemies out there. Going to be taking some initial shots to let them know what's going on, and then going to send the Blood Wolf Pack to go chase them down.
Yeah, it looks like a strategy they might have, because Rick was rather isolated and it didn't look like he was too keen on getting back with his fellas anytime soon. So maybe he is scouting things out and just sending the boys out. On board with Team Totality taking shots.
This is that sniper play we mentioned going into this game, how Miramar allows us to kind of get a better feeling and understanding of these pro players, right? And their skills.
Yeah, we see some unique skills here. Sniper skills not often on display in PUBG Mobile at the moment, as that car has been blown up. Can't quite spot the player that he is shooting at just now, but that car is
definitely blown up.
Yeah, definitely
out of commission, right? It's going to need a good mechanic, maybe even 2 or 3 to fix that one.
I think you're taking that one to the wreckers, mate. I don't think you're trying to get that on the road
first you got to
again.
ask your insurance company, right? They might,
they could pay you out. That'd be,
pay you out, or maybe they'll want to fix it. Maybe the body's still good. I don't know. Maybe it's just a little bit of smoke damage. You never know.
A lot of smoke damage, that one, I'll tell you. Oof. That thing was gone. On board with Cream now, who...
So if someone was to sell you that vehicle, burnt vehicle, How much would you pay for it? Realistically speaking, like
probably you'd be in the hundreds of dollars, maybe less.
$100.
It's just worth whatever the scrap metal's worth, really, which wouldn't be a whole lot on vehicles, as they're not made of particularly precious metals.
Now, I did like that one skin from last game. The old mobile.
That might be worth a bit more because you could.
It's an antique.
Yeah, you could get some of the parts. You know, use them as
trinkets around the
trinkets.
house.
Yeah, what's it called?
Restaurant decorations.
Yeah, decorations, exactly.
Got
a 60s diner or something.
Yeah, where we're from, NA. We're watching a lobby right now. There's a place called Cracker Barrel.
Cracker Barrel?
Cracker Barrel.
Okay.
They have like all these decorations of like old time Western stuff, and you get
that
some
would go
mashed
nicely,
potatoes and chicken there. So it's all over the country. Cracker Barrel.
Oh, all right. Well, if I ever find myself in that neck of the woods.
Biscuits with some butter.
Biscuits and butter.
Biscuits and butter at Cracker Barrel. If you're in the chat right now, let me know if you know what I'm talking about. Let me know if you've been to a Cracker Barrel. Get them biscuits with butter. Let me know how good they are, because right now my mouth is just watering.
Well, my mouth is watering out this circle shift. It's gone hard east. Had to eventually get off that cliff face. El Pozo is in the mid, or is not in the middle of it. It's in the mix, but Power Grid is the place to be, as Method come under fire as well. This is not a good fight to be taking if you are a Method man.
Yeah, this is Ignite. This was the squad that I mentioned coming into this game. We haven't been seeing much of them. I haven't even been, seeing them pop off from the kill feed. So for them to come out here, already have 2 kills. We're spectating them.
Yeah.
They took my advice. And remember, they had to shift all the way. They're the furthest south team in this game. So I like to see that they're still alive. They're going to be right on the edge here. Taking down some Revenant members.
Yeah, Revenant are taking a beating at the moment too. So that's unfortunate for them. It looks like it is Wildcard and another squad on them as well. So it might just be the Wildcard guys, but they were getting snipes from a different angle. They're down to 1 player, I believe, or 2 players now on the side of Revenant. So
2.
This is one of our top 2 teams. Obviously, Cloud9 and Revenant are the top 2 teams in this lobby so far, or at the moment.
When it comes to the overall leaderboard.
Points, yeah. So they're going to be not very satisfied if they do get knocked out.
They're having a rough day. Yeah, the top teams here on the leaderboard, rough day. I don't know what it is. Maybe they didn't eat their Wheaties for breakfast.
No, they
drink their Mountain Dew. I don't know. Sausage and mash. I don't know what the breakfast of champions are. But one team that's been having a rough game here at Miramar, Wildcard. Every time we check them out, they're running away from something else.
Yeah, they are running scared majority of the time. You can hear them ringing out some shots onto those final 2 players of Revenant as they hop into a van and get out of there. Up near the water tree. This is going to be a close fight. This is Simplicity.
With the high ground advantage, they definitely hear HQA pulling up onto this. Wang, though, with the flank maneuver over there, might be able to get some good angles on this fight.
Oh, that's a knock and a finish onto one of the Wildcard players who gets knocked by the van and gets finished by it too. But F2K, have been blown up. They are out of the game, so that is our first team gone. That is Revenant. F2K doing.
Look at Irish off this flank, trying to use the terrain to get
They're in a rough spot right now.
Irish is going to be spotting out Land. Going to be taking some shots, not quite getting knocked, but Land wasn't aware when they were getting shot from, just healing in the open.
This is HQA taking a beating from Simplicity now. Even Wang's angle isn't going to save them. 2 players knocked already. The third one looking in a bit of strife, but he has been able to answer back. Now it's a 2-for-2 trade, so things aren't looking too bad.
Salty's trying to pull up on
Salty needs to
Salty kind of rotated exactly where Simplicity started the fight from.
Oh, he's just seconds away from hitting that play. He does get the first tag in. He doesn't get the spray down. The trade does happen. It is a 1v1 situation at the moment.
Irish versus Wang.
It is Irish versus Wang.
Wang's been feeling the 1v1s all day long.
2 players.
Wang's going for the revive. Totality, though, hearing this skirmish happen, they're looking for the third party, my man.
They are looking for the third party. 2 of the players on Simplicity have been finished off too, so they are in the grave as HQA have managed to revive some of theirs.
Yep.
Looking rough. I thought this was going to be rough for Simplicity. I mean, for HQA, but Simplicity have turned it into a dog's breakfast. But Team Totality now on the higher ground have found HQA. So HQA are having to fight off multiple aggressors. It can be difficult. I don't know how either of these teams of HQA and Simplicity are going to get out of this, as they're having spotted.
Landland's not.
Landland's got thirsted. He's donezo.
It's cross right now. I believe the only surviving member.
Yeah, it is Cross. And
Irish is still there. Irish is like, woo!
Team
thank
Totality,
goodness.
yeah, Team
Thank
Totality trying to
goodness,
save them,
because
yeah.
Irish was about to get flushed.
He's about to go down. Oh, that is the finish on to that HQA player.
Irish is going to get crossed right here.
Oh, Irish can find him here. Yeah. Oh, the sprays come out, and that is
Totality.
TT getting it. So Team Totality pick up that. But they don't know that Irish is here. So Irish just needs to play it cool and pretend like nothing is happening.
Yeah, let them get the loot. I mean, they could know they're there because they pushed this fight knowing that H was pushing on to Simplicity, and they could have noticed in the kill feed that not all the Simplicity members are done and dusted. So we'll have to find out.
They're lucky they found themselves smack bang in the center of the circle, these blokes, because it has hard shifted east about as far as you can get. El Pozo is well out of there, same as Monte Nuevo. San Martin still in the northern side of the circle. Lots of teams playing up on that ridge line there, the cliff line above that. But apart from that, there's not a lot of room as we see another team get knocked out, another day, another $1 for these blokes of Team Totality. They've collected all the loot. Bloke is like a fella, man. As Cream are getting aggressed on now by ATP. Around the corner is Cream Man, but he has been taken down. Cream now in struggle street as their players are getting killed left, right, and center. One able to answer on to the 8DP guys, so it's an even trade now.
Yeah, ADP, they're pretty low as well. One's bleeding out right now.
Oh, that's a nice org spray coming through.
Trying to get the finish. Got the finish.
Will get the finish. That is F2K showing up third party. So Cream, F2K, 8DP, all in the same vicinity.
In the north, yep.
And Cream's got 3 alive, so I think 8DP are the losers in this situation.
You think so?
Definitely.
Even after their performance today.
Well, I mean,
they're getting the revive right now onto Bappa.
Okay, so they're going to have 3 up as well.
3, yep. F2K, it looks like they're going to be pushing 8DP. Easy's trying to hold these angles, but Coyote's trying to get as much information as possible right now. Cream right there, smack in the corner. F2K just making it rain a red zone over here.
Yeah, they're creating their own little red zone now as they're holding out, waiting for any movement, any footsteps coming out. As that's a 6 a.m. player getting a knock and a finish.
Pushing this. Coyote's coming in as well.
Yeah, they're looking a bit of aggressive here.
This Easy's on the second floor though.
This is on board with Joe. One of the FTP players pushed up and got knocked. He was going to get his friend given the confidence. It has gone down. Last player from ATP in the mix at the moment. He needs to get this knock. Doesn't manage to
the finish.
The door.
Bappa.
Weapon.
Bappa.
He does finish it off. That's
a
Bappa
1v3.
getting a 3. So Bappa got the 3. He had to switch weapon.
And the revives. And the revives. Cream pulling off of this. Cream could have capitalized on this with another third-party action, but instead they're going to go for the prioritization of the zone.
Yeah, they're going to push it into San Martin. Joe kind of hanging out, just
Bappa
putting some
right
fuel
there.
back in the vehicle. Bappa did a fantastic job, as you mentioned. He managed to get that 1v3. He saved it for his boys, saved it for his team. So 8DP is still alive. F2K, they're in the grave. Team Totality.
Do it for the boys.
Has been pulled up upon, but they're fine. Blood and Loyalty are taking casualties as well. In the meantime. The boys have been redeemed as we see Team Totality now taking shots onto V2, I believe it is.
Yep, a lot of action happening as we've been seeing these circles, continue to just kind of shuffle things up here on this Miramar match.
It's been a crazy game, actually, when you think about it. There's been so much action in so short amount of period of time. That's probably the first circle doing it to you, that hard north shift, and now it's been shifting slowly south-southeast.
They'll do it. They'll do it every time.
They'll definitely do it.
9 out of 10 times it's
look at that circle. There is San Martin in the flesh.
Wildcard up there in Hacienda.
They are still up there. I think there's only 1 or 2 players live there.
Hey, that's good for them when it comes to placements. No one's around it for the time being. The majority of the lobby is going to be on the western edge of this circle.
Team Totality are still racking up kills after kills, though, which is good for them. They had a few recent performances that weren't too fantastic, as we see Blood and Loyalty starting to get into the mix as well. But the Team Totality, they haven't had a big game just yet, and I'd like to see one out of them before the day is done. This could be it, as we are on board with AVX, who have had the most shocking day, you'd say, out of the teams remaining. 6 Angry Men do get dropped out in 13th place, as the overlay says. So that's them.
Gives them time to work on the logo.
They don't need any time for that, mate. It's a bit work of art.
It's a Picasso.
It is a Picasso. It's an original Picasso, that.
Looking around, nothing going on for the time being. A lot of teams just on standoffs right now.
Truth be told, it's more like when Mr. Bean painted the Mona Lisa, which wasn't too crash hot, but still gave it his best go.
Yeah, that's what matters is how much effort you put into
exactly.
it. Right?
Put your heart into it.
The heart and soul.
That's
I saw 8 DP crash up there to the north of the circle, so they're going to be safe for the time being.
Just didn't find that player there that is knocked out. Does bleed out. Okay, so he did do the damage
9
to
kills
him.
for Totality. You said they haven't been doing much this game, but they're popping
No,
up.
they haven't been doing much in the previous 2 games. This game they've been popping off. In this position they've found themselves now as being the culprit of it, as they've been able to spray cars like that.
Ooh,
does get the vehicle
that's a good
explosion
one.
kill, so that's up to double digits now for them for 10
Ignite,
kills.
yeah.
So you'd say that this game's been a success, even if they go out right about now. They still get 11 points. That's not a bad game.
That's good. That's good. They were right next to Cloud9, but after this next shift, will be popping up to the Hacienda location. Cloud9 got into their vehicles. They went for that location instead. So
Now, that's a team that's been quiet. Cloud9.
They've just been playing the position all day. That's pretty much it. Really haven't been taking any fights.
Maybe X trying to get this player down from V2. Does manage to do it. Tempest gets the knock. Won't be able to flush him straight away or thirst him straight away. We'll have to get his buddy up first, which is the polite thing to do. As maybe that smoke grenade will help out the fellas get across. It is a Hacienda del Patron shift, though, or closer to that than to the San Martin city center. So lots of teams finding their way in there now. That's where Wildcard have been holed out for quite a while. Yeah.
11 teams. So,
now we see C9 in the action.
Yeah, this was that push that they just previously did. You know, they didn't choose to take that fight into Totality. But I like it because this is a pretty good location that they're holding right now. And if the next circle continues to favor them, they should be looking to recuperate some of these kills that they've been missing out on today.
Yeah, they haven't been having the most fantastic day, C9, but they're a quality team, and quality doesn't
quality
fade
over quantity.
Yeah, exactly. So if they can get themselves a big chicken dinner here, then maybe they can catch up to first place. But running out of players to kill at this point, as well as the point they still got to get the chicken dinner. As you can see, the overview
all the players.
Of San Martin, it is quite populated at the moment.
It's a hot trending city on Yelp right now, so everybody's moving in. It's an up-and-coming neighborhood.
Opening restaurants.
Shops, all sorts of stuff. Transportation.
Heard they're even opening a Walmart around there.
Walmart. It's going to go right smack in the middle, I heard.
Yeah. That'll be good for the locals.
Good for the locals. Stimulate the economy. A lot
exactly.
of jobs.
The San Martin economy is very important as V2 taking casualties. Still, they should be either gone or on their last legs, you could say.
Some would say they're limping on crutches at this point in the game.
Yeah, crutches aren't that fun to work with either, so I don't.
Especially on with all these rocks on Miramar.
Yeah, it would be awful as Wildcard starts to get into it, and that's an ADP player on the deck. Wildcard, the team that
started early.
Yeah, they took a few shots very early into the game. They took down 2 players, or 2 players of theirs were taken down. But they managed to find themselves in a decent position. The circles helped them out a fair bit, so they can thank the gods for that, on the RNG gods. But they're still going to make the most of it.
Talking about RNG gods, let's see where the next circle goes and who it favors, if it will continue to favor Wildcard.
It is.
In there. Oh, my goodness.
That is disgusting.
Wildcard is right smack in the middle. Look at this. We saw right when that prop, a lot of the lobbies started moving in that direction immediately. Cloud9 was one of the first teams to make
and they're also one of the first teams to get punished for the push.
They're pushing right into Cream and ATP.
Yeah, they had a player finished and thirsted, or knocked and thirsted. Blood and loyalty as well, getting players lit up. This lobby is getting hot, and it's getting exciting.
Still 10 teams alive, though, for the circle being so small. And I believe with Hacienda, we have all these buildings that will provide cover, that some of these teams, if not most of them, should be able to make it in.
Cream, running from Method, does manage to get one of their players knocked out on the rotate. A lot of damage done to this Cream team. Med's situation isn't fantastic. He goes for the Uzi spray, does a lot of damage, can't get the knock. This is Team Totality. Does get the knock on the second go around though. He needs to thirst that kill straight away because he's not probably long for this world. I think he will just poke out here and try and get that done. Picks up an energy drink. Yep. Sticky fingers, picks that up. Oh! But he gets sniped out. That's the Method player, knocking Cream out.
Did they even get the finish there? I don't think so. We gotta
he's
look
no,
back.
look, he's very low. Look, this is him crawling now, so he didn't get the finish.
Oh,
and they
my
might even be able to pick him up.
They
so
might be able to pick him up.
oh, it does get stolen by Method.
Oh, still though, that
that
was nasty.
So Method are really doing some big work here as
nasty.
Cloud9 start to weigh in on the conversation.
He went for the energy drink, picked it up, bam, right in the face. Didn't even get the flush. Oh, if that was me, I would have threw my phone across the room like a lie.
Yep.
I'd have thrown my Vivo phone across the room.
Yeah, and it probably would have survived because it's a fantastic phone.
So looking around though, a lot of teams, we're getting an overview. Once again, we're going to see that crate right smack in the middle. Hopefully one of these teams will be able to pick it up as it does have that level 3 gear in it. 8 DP with 3 members live, going to be holding these angles on the edge right now. Just playing their passive players. There's no reason to push out right now.
You can't shoot that.
They're going to be favored.
Got to hop out to shoot that. There you go. Your mate will pick it up for you.
Yeah,
so that's version 2 gone now. We're down into our top 8 teams. Still not a lot of room to play with, so can't wait to see what happens here. Playzone has knocked out 1. Playzone's doing a lot of damage.
I'm going to pay attention to that road that we're looking at, right smack in the middle.
Well,
where
if they have to cross it.
I'm really liking 8DP's position right now because even if they have to push on the other side of the road, see that little ledge right there? They can use that for cover as long as they deal with their wildcard right from behind.
Last player from Blood and Loyalty, kind of hiding here, has just got blown away by FDP.
Down and out.
Richt is gone. He seems to be the last player from Blood and Loyalty quite a bit.
What a grenade.
That was a grenade.
That was a good grenade.
That was a well-cooked grenade. That was perfectly cooked.
Good cook. 8DP, man. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
They're doing it today,
They got me feeling good.
That is AVX
8 kills.
Eating a lot of bullets, and that grenade just pushes him forward, and he's down. He's taken out. That is AVX eliminated.
9 kills.
Much better game for them, though, after finishing 16th and 16th, I think.
16th, 16th, and 16th.
So they are in the top 7, so they got themselves some placement points at the very least.
Strong game for Totality as well. Remember last time we checked on them, they had like 8 kills. They're still alive. There's 6 teams remaining. It looks like they might utilize the Wildcard compound. Now, Wildcard, they have such a large building. They're only covering 2 different directions, though, so they're going to be careful with defending that.
Team Totality, one of their players actually just got knocked out by being out of the car too quickly, so just be careful of that as we see C9 pushing up. This is onto Method, I believe. The player,
the quick flick.
This is Ambush, actually. The last player from Ambush has
from the bush
come back, and he's knocked out C9. So he has absolutely ruined their day. He is...
Hector.
Hector is...
He's taking
getting
shots
more
on the Method, too.
Method, he could ruin their day, too. Hector
has the wall for cover. The blue zone is going to be pushing. I'm not sure if Hector is in the new zone.
I don't think he is, but he could find himself a run here if that Method player, Clay, on the top roof doesn't quite cover his angle. He's actually moving towards TT.
Hector's got to jump on the wall.
So,
Hector.
Oh, he's got no med kits either, so he's going to need a vault.
And look at Totality's right in front of him. Hector's going to be still taking shots from in the blue.
Yeah, he'll be going down here. So
down and out. Oh, James.
Oh, James is still alive. Where is he at?
James is on the edge.
Corner, maybe.
Oh, James is just chilling.
James has surprised me. He's got no meds at all, and
hard chilling.
About on 1 HP, or well, it's actually about 10
there's James.
HP. Yeah, so he's about behind that compound. So it's not going to be checked. As Method do get taken out eventually. That is 8DP. 13 kills for them so far. So Team Totality and 8DP both have a very high kill game on the cards for them.
It looks like they're going to be flushing out these wildcard players. 8DP looking to take over this warehouse and call it theirs. James spotted, done and dusted right there, just like that, taken down by Team Totality. Looks like Totality's going to be wrapping around here, though, so they're going to need to be careful. 8DP need to be aware of their flank, and I believe X-Fan is holding that angle onto Totality, so they will be able to see it.
Things start to get interesting. This circle could very well end up in the middle of that warehouse being a heal-off. We have seen one of those previously as well. So, who has the heals? Or who has
in the high ground
the nous? Yeah, who has the nous to push in, start getting some kills. There is 2 squads of 3 and a squad of 2.
Okay, HH24 sending it up just a little closer.
Squad of 2 does have the positional advantage coming into this. They've also been sitting there forever and a day, so
should have some music for you to listen to while we're in our helicopter looking above here. That's the mayhem that's getting ready to unfold. We're like those news helicopters.
Ooh, this is one of the wildcard players, Alucard, taking a shot. He's actually on the bottom floor of that building, so he's not playing up in the rafters. You can hear the org rattling out now. This is getting intense. This is the final 3 of our Miramar game.
Got a 3v3v2 right now. 8DP Gold have been doing a phenomenal job all day long. Team Totality, this is their best
they
game
could be pushing
yet
around.
today.
Team 24, HH24 is pushing around, trying to get any information he can. He was shoulder peeking that wall. Didn't quite see the 8DP player. It's going to need to push even further for information. You can hear the shots off. It is Alucard trying to protect his territory.
MVP. He's going to be making the push right now. 8DP got tagged just a little bit by the blue here. Totality are 3 strong right now.
Right onto the middle of the circle is Alucard's position, essentially. That little room.
Yep. Alucard can just stay there, let this fight happen with 8DP and Totality, and possibly try to pop out at the end and just clean it up. Like what we saw with that ninth fight from the other day.
7 kills. TT is starting to push into ATP now. He does find the player in the corner.
He's running. He's spotted.
He does get the connection, but there is a player on the high ground. He could get backstabbed here. He does get shot from on high. MVP needs to put the bullets in him. He does. This is now a 2-horse race.
Totality. MVP on the high ground. They're taking some shots at him. They know where they're at right now. MVP. Can they pull it off right now? Are there any grenades? They got the micro ooze out,
look like any
locked and
left.
loaded. 3 members of Totality trying to come up with some type of game plan. They know that they have the center of the circle, so it's MVP's game right now.
MVP has to make a play.
Exactly, has to make a play. They know they have to make a push here.
There's a flashbang actually there next to the crowbar, so maybe you can go for a bit of a tricky flash play. Ooh, one grenade comes out, and that'll be it. So that is TT taking the winner chicken dinner, and it was a big one too.
8 kills for HH24.
12, 15, 16 kill chicken dinner by my math. Wildcard managed to pick up 2nd place by just hanging out for a long time.
Well, hanging out. They were running the whole time. They were running since the very beginning.
And they managed to compound.
You know, pay off with as far as luck goes and have a couple circles at the end, but they had a rough start.
8DP talking up 14 kills for themselves as well, so that's a good position for them coming out in 3rd place.
Let's stay at the highlights, Ben. Let's go check out the highlights.
Let's go check them out.
Let's go check them out.
What have we got coming up?
What have we got from Miramar, North America Group Stage B and D?
Now we got some nasty plane rides coming through, as that plane was rather south and then the circle shifted pretty hard north. This was the first engagement of the day. One of the method players getting picked off, want to rotate.
Yeah, so just looking at the the leaderboard once again, we had Totality in 1st, Wildcard in 2nd, 8DP in 3rd. Scrolling down a little bit, your boys from the Cloud9 getting taken down in 6th place with only 2 kills.
Yeah, another quiet game from them.
Quiet game, very quiet game. They always get screwed on their rotations.
Yeah, it seems
when
like today's been
the circles force them to make those split-second decisions. They get third-partied, fourth-partied, whatnot, just picked apart. And
this was a defining moment as 8DP almost went down.
They could have lost the game here.
They got saved by a 1v3 essentially. This was the spray into that door. Got very fortunate. Swaps the gun here. Pulls it out.
To avoid the reload. Yep, to avoid the reload.
This was player getting knocked down by the side of AVX. As Cream had. This was an unfortunate situation actually. He gets the knock here, but
this is the highlight. This is the highlight. This is the highlight. Oh, okay.
Not quite as 8DP in the highlights once more. They killed a lot of squads this game.
Oh my! Yeah, imagine if 8DP got wiped earlier. They wouldn't have had such an amazing game. But who was that? It was Kirka. Kirka is their name from. It was Cream that we saw it there, pushing out with the Uzi, picking up the energy drink.
Yeah.
Right there.
Just got picked off by Method on the way through. He's going to go finish the kill, picked up an energy drink on the way, and that cost him his life.
Cost them
And the Method got the kill as well that was down, so...
Yeah. That was a nice snipe, though, from Method. Yeah. I mean, they were prone right there. They were looking at that the whole entire time. But let's go check out the leaderboard from the last game.
Team Totality, 36-point chicken dinner. That's something you want to take home. 23 points for 8DP Gold. They came in 3rd place on positioning, but those kills put them over the edge. Wildcard getting himself 16. Method, another good game from them, picks up 11. Cloud9 get 8, so not the worst, but Blood and Loyalty as well, getting 6. So that's a lot of movement, I guess, from the bottom half of the table.
Yeah. We'll have to make sure, cross-reference it with the overall. But moving down to 9th, 10th, 11th, we got Cream, F2K, HQA, who have won our first game today, only getting 3 kill points and 1 placement point this game. So definitely their worst game here so far.
Certainly
when
is.
it comes to today. Version 2, Ignite, 6 Angry Men. The big thing that sticks out to me though is not the Revenants. I know, again, taken down in 50th place, but Simplicity, because I felt like they had that momentum coming into today after their first 2 games to kind of continue on with that upward trend. Getting taken down in 16th place there is definitely going to stop them in their tracks.
Well, this is our top 8 so far. Team Totality pushed themselves up into it. They are now in the conversation for the top 5 if they have another good game. Cloud9, unfortunately, they haven't been moving as far as they wanted today, as Infinix Gaming looks like they will not be caught. Cloud9 needs a chicken dinner to catch the Knights, push themselves up to 2nd. So a disappointing day from Cloud9 overall, but they're still well and truly in that top 4.
Yeah, one more game to go too, so who knows, they could pop off, get another chicken dinner, get a 20 kill win. Who knows? We'll have to wait and find out. It is going to be on the tried and true trusted Erangel here, probably the map with the most hours played from a majority of our squad members playing out
You
here
definitely
today.
assume that. Game's been out a pretty long time. So is Erangel, as we see more teams moving up. That's 8 DP Cold pushing themselves up into top 10. That's a big jump for them
They're
today.
trying to get onto that last leaderboard. They're trying to get into that top 8 today. That's
they're about
their
10 points away from it, so they're not too far off. Cream Esports also move up into the top 16. Apart from that, there's not a lot of movement on this, just players teams getting shuffled down by the 8 DP Gold fellas. Ambush move up, same as
Simplicity
AVP.
went right back down.
Simplicity, they've found themselves falling down, and they're in a tricky spot now, as we will take the next 24 teams through to the next stage, but you don't want to be sitting around that 22nd place.
Right?
Yeah,
because just imagine the pressure, right? They're going to, I believe Simplicity will have 4 more games after today, so you just don't want 4 games to be the deciding factor. You want to have some type of confidence in you where you know, okay guys, if we have 1 rough game, we'll still make it. But with the way that they're going right now, 1 rough game could be do or die.
Well, Method have found themselves from 32nd up quite a way, as HH24 enters the kill leaders now. He's got himself 21 points.
8 kills that last game.
That's a big effort from the big fella. Espinoza still
no kills that game.
No
did
kills
we
for Espinoza.
jinx?
Did you jinx
Did
Espinoza?
I jinx Espinoza?
Oh, well, you might have just jinxed him.
Yeah, I was the one saying Espinoza was going to double it.
Yeah, he was
get
going
at least 40 kills this game, but I don't know. Maybe the next game we'll get Espinoza to pop off just a little bit. HH24 though, great game for them. 8 kills for themselves. They definitely have to be feeling good after that. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm Mustache Dave, joined with Smash Shouts, aka Ben, my man. We're going to be right back. We got 1 more game to go, so don't go anywhere.
Ooh, we almost got a run over there. We got
Grego. Oh, the fake out, make out over here.
He's turning on
him. The jukes are real right now. Grego, can Grego connect over here? If I was Grego,
he's giving it up.
No,
he hasn't. He's juke back. He's coming doubled back. Fake it. Cool.
Oh, this is it.
Oh, it has to be.
Oh!
Got him! God, he's knocked over. He's got to get out and give him the BML. No, he just playing.
Tribe was able to get both of those members up, so they will have 2. King over here. Here's Tribe.
Oh, he could go to the
Tribe.
big spray down.
He's popping up on the Tribe. There's 2 for King over there. 4 points in the bank. that people would have expected.
Not just yet, but still plenty of time. We're only at the halfway mark of these groups, and Tempo Storm have had enough of this engagement. They've pushed in, and B2W are wearing bullets in the face. And Tempo has cleaned up
Teamwork,
most
baby.
of the squad there. Neon away. Look at the fight now. There was a knock from a VSS. That's the car blows up. That's a few kills there for the side of Infinex.
Out, eliminated.
Rojas.
Listening is key right now.
Look at these players.
Smokes are down there. Chris is just holding his tongue right now before they have to make the vault. Oh, here comes the Knights.
Down. SSG will get taken down. All three Knights are on the floor. There is one player in the second floor of the building. They're going.
Oh, the fake out.
Out the window. He's going to get the. Oh, he doesn't quite get the knock. He's playing in the zone.
Oh, he went to the zone.
He actually wins it. He wins it.
What?
The 1v3 from the zone. Infinex.
That'd be so much fun.
What we haven't seen though is 404 getting involved in early fights. The first two games we saw them very involved in early engagements.
Yeah, I mean,
this game, very quiet.
I guess the trade-off they're making is, sure, they would go...
Vehicles.
Oh,
he gets him out
Run him
again.
down,
Gets
son.
the second, goes for the run over, but no, it's just straight onto the hay bales, flies straight on forward. Goes down.
Yeah, and murdered is not the way you want to go down. Old age, maybe as they.
You don't want to go down.
Old age, maybe as they.
You don't want to go down by
like
a
that,
vehicle
no,
flip
no.
either.
That is a big
Goodness
one.
me, that is...
And this man has
PBZ
8
knocked
kills
out
now, I
and
believe.
gone, yeah. Really out here, I don't think he's going to have the angle. Indeed, he has been spotted. He's going to stand up there for the kill, but he can't.
For long range kills, if you can, in the early on games, we're here trying to get over that hill. Will we make it? He only got one wheel.
Elementrix try and push in, but they're coming up against Orange Rock, they're coming up against Hydra as well.
He's just waiting.
Aman has already gone down for entities. They've lost one of their 3 Snowbow Snakes.
A few moments later.
Yeah.
Where they have one guy who is just waiting in. This might be go time. I don't know if they spotted it out. There's 2 of them right there.
Oh my god, Neo.
Oh, come on.
This
He's
guy
gonna
is
go
a
in.
really strong fragger as well.
No way.
He's shoot him!
Neo, he's not part of your team!
Leaky!
Kiki!
Kiki! He's right there!
You know he's there!
No.
Oh
Neo.
my god!
What is going on?
Oh,
my
he's
god!
part of the team,
He
mate!
hasn't chucked it!
Kiki,
Oh, it's
Kiki,
a third
please!
person.
Oh, he's got it open! Oh, he's gone! Ah!
What is happening? Neo!
Neo, please!
He's right there!
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
And welcome back to the PMCO Fall 2019 split. We are in the North American region covering it, and there's a lot to cover. There's been some fantastic games today. We're 3 games in, we've got 1 to go, and if you've missed those 3 games, you can catch them on our YouTube channel, the mobile PUBG, or PUBG Mobile Esports YouTube channel. It's got everything you want, everything you need from all the regions at the moment going around. There's 6 of them.
You want to go back, listen to our voices, you know?
Yeah, well, if you want to put yourself through that, you can go listen to the voices. But if you want to play PUBG on your mobile phone, like these pros are, then you need to go to the App Store, the iOS
Google.
App Store, and the Google Play Store.
Download it. It's free.
It's completely free.
It's a good game right here.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's kind of fun.
I've been playing it.
You've been playing it?
Pretty fun stuff, yeah.
I've been playing it.
Yeah, running people over in cars.
I've been playing.
Actually,
after today, I go back and I have to look into the Daryl Dixon game mode that they got going on right now.
Oh, really?
That
Daryl Dixon mode.
Yeah, you get to unlock the bike, but you have to complete like the puzzle. I don't know. I just caught it on Twitter and I was trying to read into like what I gotta do. So after today, I'm gonna go back and try to complete.
I've been playing the team deathmatch mode, getting my aim really sharp. That's getting
like
all my controls set up.
10-minute match, like maybe 5 to 10 minutes.
That's really
super
fun stuff.
Simple, super fun. Gives you a better understanding on the different types of guns that you can play with. And
it's also
have a good time.
playing and setting up the controls. You know, you can move. The stuff
I've been
around.
messing with my controls actually because a couple of these players they tell me that they are full gyro. So I've been trying to play full gyro this break. Yeah. But it's a challenge. So right now I just have gyro on when I'm scoping. Not full gyro.
Right. Well, I've been playing with the full gyro, and it's been a bit of an adjustment.
Yeah, it's like this.
Yeah, you have to wilding out around the front.
Wild out.
But we're going to go into game where the players, well, if they're using full gyro or not, we'll find out probably if their aim type and style.
Yeah. I mean, for the most part, I think I was speaking with Sixless from one of the squads, and they mentioned to me 95% of NA uses full gyro. So.
Okay, that's a pretty big number actually. So shout out to Sixless for helping a brother out. You will get shout out if you do help us on our broadcast.
Yeah, make sure you go follow Sixless. Go DM them if you want some more information on how to become
PUBG
a better
tips,
player.
Yeah. Well, we're going to see some better players than us on this map today. As we're going to load into Erangel for the last time today for the North American region. It is the crowd favorite, the players' favorite.
The cream de la crumb.
It is definitely
the tiramisu.
I actually like tiramisu.
I love
nice,
it. You have to get a real good tiramisu, not
we
just
should find one. We should find a good tiramisu.
We should find a tiramisu because that just hits home. That just goes down there.
It does. Quite good. Well, this plane doesn't hit home as it's missing a lot of places. It's missing a lot of places. It's west to
what a rough day for our players.
Southeast.
I feel bad.
Yeah, the plane drivers or the planes have been budget airlines.
Every game. Budget airlines, like guys and girls, we're going to fly you this direction. We know you want to go that way, but you know what? You only paid a couple of...
well, you can't even get a connecting flight from Nova. Yeah. So
the planes are out of commission at the military base. Like, they're blowing up half of them.
Yeah, not what you want to be doing to your planes. Well, this is a rough plane path, but you can still get to a lot of places. A lot of those roads that you can see wiggling out of Pachinki have cars on them, so teams will be using that to split off. Looks like teams have decided their loot zones pretty much prematurely anyway. One player is diving straight into the drink.
Face dive.
You got to be very careful there.
Had to go for a quick dip, you know.
You don't want to belly flop that, otherwise you will be
feeling
it. You will feel that in the morning. That was up in Georgeport. Yeah, you don't want that.
Never don't want that. So looks like all players are going to be parachuting on out. First circle is going to go on up. Not too bad though. I mean, a lot of it's in play. At least we don't have like what we had on Vikendi, where 50% of it was unaccessible.
Yeah, there is a lot in play. A lot of playable zone there. Only a very small amount of water, probably 5 to 8%, I'd say. Rough estimate. Obviously, maths aren't perfect, but Yasnaya is still in play. Rozhok is the central area. When Rozhok is the central area, it creates this interesting divide between the north and the south of Rozhok. There's little inlet of water that you corrected me on the other day. It was not a river, it's an inlet.
Because it goes into the ocean.
That's it. So it creates a divide, and the players kind of have to choose if they're going to bank on it. North or south? Yeah, that's it. On board with Beowulf, as he's got the skins out, got the Mini 14 active. He knows there's a player around, so he's being very careful.
I want to say when I was doing my research leading up until this trip and up until casting here, a lot of people had told me, make sure you go follow Beowulf. That's one player to look out for, one player to kind of get your tips and tricks from. One of the most spoke about players that anyone mentioned to me.
You were talking about Wi-Fi as well as one of those players from Omen. As one of those players to look out for. For me, it's been Jagger has been the most impressive for me.
Still.
Yeah, I'm a big Jagger fan.
Okay. That's
Could
fair.
be because fan of Mick Jagger.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm a fan of Salt Bay.
Salt Bay?
Salt Bay.
Yeah, she goes alright actually. Yeah, she's been
good driving skills.
Her driving skills?
Her driving skills are phenomenal.
Actually phenomenal, yeah.
Actually
We've seen a lot of bad drivers.
A lot of bad drivers.
And Salt Bay behind the wheel and you're pretty safe.
Pretty safe. That's the only way that
safe as houses,
you get there safe. Because a lot of the game actually depends on driving, surprisingly.
Well, that's the rotations part of the game. The rotations are a really heavy part of PUBG and Battle Royales in general. And if you can nail down those rotations, you can earn yourself placement points pretty much every game. As we see Beowulf, see his driving skills and see if they're up to par.
Yeah, a lot of players, I feel like they focus on the gunplay. And they kind of leave out the whole driving aspect. And that's where we saw last game. Who was it?
Yeah.
One of the players ran over their teammates. Like, these are just mistakes, especially later on. At the end, where there's like 5 teams left, you can't be running over your teammate because then you're going to not have that time to get the revive or get taken out.
I think one of the lesser known skills or lesser utilized skills is the rolling of the cars in the late game, where you can kind of roll the car at a certain speed, hop out, and use it as moving cover.
As cover, yep.
Yeah, I think that's one of the ones that is overlooked a little bit, but can be very powerful in the late game. As we see the boys
talking about vehicles, yeah, everyone's getting those vehicles, you know, setting up for
it's got to be
the mid game and late game. So hopefully our gas tanks are full over there. Might need to take a pit stop, get some snacks, you know.
Oh, I love getting snacks. Big road trips, getting snacks. Always in charge of snacks.
What's your favorite snack then? Like,
well,
let me guess. You look like a Twizzler guy. I'm not gonna lie.
We don't have Twizzlers in Australia.
Okay. I despise Twizzlers. That's the worst thing ever.
Really? What are they? What can you describe one for me?
It's like a red licorice.
Oh no, I'm not a big fan of licorice.
Oh my goodness!
Actually.
If you like Twizzlers, just get out of here.
Well,
just go somewhere else.
Well, I don't know. I don't like licorice, so I'm guessing I wouldn't like a Twizzler.
I do not like Twizzlers.
I'm not a fan of sweet things on car trips, actually.
So then you just eat chips.
Yeah, chips, cookies, chocolate. Oh, well, chocolate can be sweet and.
What type of snacks do I look like? Really think about it.
Well, I mean, you've been mentioning Cheetos, but Cheetos are powerful.
Cheetos,
but I'm not a huge fan.
I don't know if I snack on Cheetos. Well, Cheetos is also a player in the lobby, right?
Is he actually?
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's a good segue. Yeah, there you go.
I've been mentioning Cheeto. So
this is your boy Beowulf.
Gonna be take some shots. Yeah, you mentioned it that there's this inlet that divides the north and the south, and then there's only a couple of bridges, right? Cloud9, you're gonna be camping one of these bridges right now.
Yeah, this is actually a little bit of a hot spot here. This is like the sugar cube type houses that they've got set up. Quite a nice area to camp out some rotations as people come through.
North George.
This is North George and Simplicity occupying it. Oh, there's lots of nice houses.
Lots of loot there.
Lots of loot there.
Lots of apartments there.
Yep.
It's a pain in the butt to go up all 3 stories and all those apartments, but definitely worth it.
Actually in the market for an apartment, I reckon.
Actually? Well, I don't know if I would recommend North George. I feel like a little congested. We talked about this the other day.
What place?
Where you would live. I'm thinking Zarki still.
You like
Kameshki.
it
Actually, Kameshki. It's out of the way, you know.
You got hills there, so you can go like hiking.
The only trouble is going to the store, right?
Yeah, there's a bit of a distance to go to the store, go to the pub, which is
what you do every day.
Frequent,
I wake up and come to work. I see you at the pub. We pick you up and say, "Hey, Mash, we gotta go to work, man."
Yep. Just on a big. My life is just a big bender at this point.
I think we're due for an intervention. Is it happening right now? Hopefully not.
Can I have an intervention?
Yeah, later.
You're not gonna get the Fosters out of my hand.
We got this one more game to go. Hold it together. We got this.
Yeah, I'll be right. As all of the squads have pretty much worked their way into the circle. Still one on military bases. You see a drive-by. This is version 2. Yeah, they're going hard in the paint.
Look who they're going into, though.
They're going into a crossfire.
Yeah, the other 2 members of
they're laying on the road, ready to go. HQA have baited them in.
Oh, what a roadblock.
HQA managed to knock one player.
Oh, yeah?
One player from version 2, or version 2.
Did they?
They managed to knock one, but I'm not sure where to see him.
Bad player.
What? No, he's not.
No, that's their name.
Dave, that's so rude.
That's their name.
Oh, he's cowering behind a tree.
The bad player on the team.
The bad player on the team got knocked first.
A
classic stitch up. Oh, this is what we're talking about, poor driving.
That was, poor driving, bad players. This is stuff that you don't want to be happening, especially early on.
This is comedy in motion. We all often talk about poetry in motion. This is comedy in motion. The way
I mean,
that
this
happens.
just goes to reinforce that we know what we're talking about, right?
Yeah, exactly. We're so smart. We call the bad driving and how
important it is. Yeah, exactly. And how exactly. So if you're in the chat, you're welcome.
Yep, welcome for the tips and tricks.
Welcome to Tips and Tricks over here at the PUBG Mobile Esports. Make sure you go subscribe to the channel as well and download the game. We're here to make you guys superstars.
Yeah, and once you are a superstar, you can contact me and I'll put you in touch with a...
Your agent.
Yeah, my agent.
Get you in a feature film.
My agent is at ElfishGuy11.
Okay, nice guy. We
Very
saw our first blood finally happened actually. 8 minutes
Yeah, we did.
into the game.
So it was a bit of a slow burn. We found stuff to talk about though. So we can see teams rotating out of the Asnaya, the fields.
Wang
there.
was the person who got the first blood.
Wang is a beast on this map. I'm just going to put it out there. He is the king of this map so far. He is. Oh, this is poor driving. Stop this.
Bad driving. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, and HH24 is on their tail as well. HH24 coming off of a very hot game, 8 kills in the previous game. Not somebody you want.
Oh, that is a big Western shift. Leaving Rothawk out of the circle pretty much. This is going to be a rough
James.
one. James got a nice little spray there.
This little spray going to be blowing up a vehicle, not taking out any members, but it's going to leave Landland over here to their themselves in the yellows.
Yeah, he's hurting. But that is Blood and Loyalty getting some kills in the kill feed, as you can spot. If you have a sharp eye, which most of you chatters do, most of you viewers do.
Yeah, they don't let anything, like nothing can slide by them. You know, if you're in the Twitch chat, if you're in the YouTube chat, like, hot guys for days.
It's good, keeps us on our toes, but again, the circle probably could go north of Gatka, could go south of shooting range.
That's what you talked about.
North of Gatka, that Gatka Fields, that could be a very nice ending. That would be my perfect way to end the day. Gatka Fields, I love field finishes. They are fantastic.
I think for me, Mount Everest.
You got Mountain?
Yeah.
Everest?
F2K is there already right now.
I reckon F2K got the read on the situation. Your jellies are feeling it.
Landland's jellies.
This is Ignite, actually.
Feeling the teddy bear right there.
Ignite are wearing it from the side of Blood and Loyalty in the Ruins area, as Beowulf has got into the action with his Mini 14. He's got one of the cream players in his sights, knocked him out.
Making a push, Rick trying to get these angles. Oh, like you mentioned last game, always Rick in the back, kind of playing that support role.
Cobra ditches the vehicle, takes a little bit of damage for it. And here we go, Ignite versus Blood and Loyalty is kicking off here at the Ruins. Players pushing around all sorts. He's going to get ambushed by it. The Blood and Loyalty player sits there waiting, receives him with open arms. And they know they're penned in now. He gets finished off too, so that will end his day. He will be able to charge his phone, take a nap, son.
Just like that, into the Chubba trap.
The Chubba trap.
The Chubba trap.
It's not somewhere you want to be.
Chubba looking to lay the bait out a little more.
That is one of the Blood and Loyalty players on the deck at the moment. Rick has managed to get there. Yeah, gets his revive up, but wow, Ignite, they're really struggling. This nade could be good.
Grenade off. Oh, okay.
That was a decent attempt, but
I give it a 5 out of 10.
Both of them coming up short. Yeah, no, pretty rubbish stuff.
5 out of 10 on the grenades here. Now, Ignite, they only have 2 members alive right now.
Yeah, they only have 2 members alive.
They're getting pinned down from multiple angles.
Yeah, Rick, don't be surprised if Rick tries to take an alternative angle. There he goes. Off he runs. Oh, there he goes. Yep. Just moving around. Oh, that's a good nade. That's a 9 of that one, I reckon. He almost takes out poor Chaos, who's
healing up,
cowering in fear at the moment.
I'm pretty certain they know where each of these players are at this point. They're trying to make up a game plan on how to flush them out, if it's even worth flushing them out.
Well, Ruins is inside the zone still, so they can wait it out. They can wait it out, and they're getting lots of angles. These Blood and Loyalty players.
Oh, Cobra.
Oh, this is
Cobra got knocked.
Yeah, this is getting rather risky as Rick pulls in. 2 of the players are now knocked for the side of Blood and Loyalty, so things are going sideways very quick. There is only 1 player alive and active. Oh no, Chaos is still up. Very
like 2 HP.
Rick needs to get some aggression here, punish this. But he's gonna let the player find.
This is all
Chubby's got some Chubby's got the revive on lock. Did he pull out of that early?
I don't know if
I think he did. Yeah, he did pull out of it early. He does knock the player inside the house. It is just the one player remaining. And that is Chaos, and he's pushed across to where his buddy is. He's vaulted inside the house, trying to look for that revive.
Or
but
not.
I can hear the footsteps coming around. He's trying to get the opening kill. He does get the kill. Does he go for the thirst? He doesn't. He's waiting for the next player to come around the corner. He can hear the
reload had just happened.
Footsteps, yeah, so he got the reload off. He's going to find the player, but no, the jumping spray from Chubby
got it.
Saves the day, and they are going to keep 4 alive too, so that's very important stuff. Now, we've got more action breaking out on the map. Cream's got knocked by 2 players of theirs have been knocked. Not sure if they've been finished off, but they're taking a lot of damage. A lot of players around them as one of the 6 AM guys does drop down. That's Team Totality putting more numbers up, one game after another. Cloud9 in the kill feed as you saw before. They're giving it all they've got as one of the 6 AM players is completely isolated and he'll be going down. This ridgeline is absolutely controlled by Team Totality and they are making the most of it.
Yeah, it looks like six Angry Men might be trying to push up on this, but quickly learning that this is a bad decision. Looks like that vehicle is almost on fire as well, as we see HH24 making that aggressive push over there.
He's been on fire all day today, so you'd back it in
1v1?
Yeah, you're back it. Yeah,
jump spray! The landing animation will get it.
Thank Christ for that. That would have been embarrassing for him. Well, the circle has shifted.
That was nice.
Circle shifted west. Your field, Everest is still in play. My Gakka field is not. HH24 confirms that kill, so that will send him up the leaderboard further.
Those jump sprays, they always get me thinking, like, it's so risky.
It is so risky.
Like that slight animation when you fall down, like, does it end up screwing you at the end?
Well, you can't do anything in that animation while your hands are on the ground when you try to brace yourself.
It seems like that's the meta, though. Everybody jumps over and sprays when they pop around corners.
It's
like,
odd
that's
because
just the thing.
When you're jumping, you're moving in a set trajectory, right? You can't change your motion in air.
Yeah, so if you're the defending party, you can kind of just predict where to jump.
Exactly, so it's quite unique, I guess.
But it seems to always work, though. Yeah. That's what always surprised me.
Now, Richie at the start of the day had a big blunder. Killed one of his mates. Really stuffed up that grenade earlier on Erangel.
Yeah.
But
after the last game, you know, Totality.
Yeah, I mean, you'd forgive him, but
Richie probably went back and watched the highlights of like, these casters don't know nothing.
They don't know nothing. I killed my teammate for the lols.
For the lols. He was useless at this point. I might as well deny the points. So
that's exactly it.
HQA though, they've been doing great today. They're gonna be spreading out here.
Ooh, that's Enigma from Team Totality getting the first pick. You would have heard that player stomping around like an elephant. Does get tagged in the butt. Pan didn't protect him there.
Revenant, your squad back there.
Yeah, Revenant,
the third party.
That's onto HQA. So Team Totality, if they knew what they were getting themselves into, they'd be pushing up now and trying to take those kills. But Cream now on the back of this, they're starting to fight out. But Team Totality look like they're more interested in rotating than fighting. Which, as we said, rotation is fast.
Because the next circle all the way downtown, baby. We're going south, and look at that. The mountain is still in it.
The mountain is still in it.
The jellies have spoken.
Jellies have spoken.
The jellies.
Beowulf actually gets knocked, so Cloud9 continue their rough day as another one bites the dust. It will be Prophecy taking out Beowulf completely. He's been thirsted. He can have a nap. He's getting quite late in it. As poor driving strikes again. That is actually HH24 taking a lot of damage in that vehicle.
Yeah.
So he's getting sprayed down. He needs to check himself before he wrecks himself. He does actually get knocked as more ramming of cars comes in.
Hopefully they can get the revive onto HH24 because a very key member right now when it comes to the Totality squad and fragging out there.
Got lots of players around them, Team Totality. They're going to need to check themselves for a little bit as Wildcard have found themselves on top of the Everest. So that's a good position for them to start off in. No meds on Alucard, who has been one of the players with probably the longest time alive.
See another squad down there on the mini-map making the push over here. I think we caught James, so.
Yeah, here we go. This is going to be the side. Oh, this is the Cloud9 method.
Here's the crates over here.
Yeah, this is a rough situation to get out of. The crates.
F2K, they are doing a good job at potentially keeping these squads pinned down over here.
F2K definitely are doing a good job. They are getting peppered themselves. They're getting bullied a little bit from afar.
F2K, they're smack in the middle, though.
They are.
They're building there right now. Not the strongest building to defend, but there is open sightlines.
This is shooting fish in the barrel, boys. The M4 spray into the water is picking off a few. Team Totality gatekeeping the bridge. I do not know, but this is a rough situation for anyone to get in. I'm not a huge fan of...
Fishing for real with some
this
grenades
is,
now.
this could be a very good grenade. If he throws it out now, it's going to explode in the water. No, not far enough. As we see,
they're going to need to pop up.
HH24 has gone down. Now he's pulled out the Kar 98. This might be a good shot.
8DP, are they going to be
8DP have lost a player, so they're down to 3. But HQA under the bridge are the ones in trouble. Richie getting lit up. Goose from Simplicity.
Goose not firing the DP.
Yeah, this is a disaster for all those teams on that coastline of that inlet. They are just taking punishment. Team Totality, HQA, and 8DP are all taking massive punishment. AVX are, well, you'd think they're done and dusted as 3 of their players appear on the right-hand side of the kill feed. That's never what you want to see. Method still 4 strong in the circle, in the crates. Pushing out of the crates can be rough, but at the moment they don't have to.
Yeah, this is all within the next safe zone.
Yeah,
so
it is.
They could, catch their breath for a moment. I don't think it's going to be the next one.
I think Revenant just got knocked out, in fact, so that might be rough for them. As Richie drops down, there's only one Team Totality player remaining.
Looking at these. Tensa just spotted him.
He did, and he puts him in grave.
Oh, Fan tried stealing that from the other side of the ridge
Now
line.
Tensa is taking a dip himself as Side of Singularity is trying to third party into this. They've managed to park themselves some cars
saving their cars. Yep, saving them, parking them in the garage here. That's
not
good.
how I park my car, but that's
that?
completely fine. No, I don't usually get the front off the ground. I have a front wheel drive car, so it wouldn't work if I did that.
They have, Simplicity have 3 vehicles here.
No,
Next circle's going to pop. Mountain's still in play. Just a smidge of it. Green looking good. F2K looking good. They can take heat for days from this position.
All the Georgia Pole crate fellas need to move, and that's a very hard position to get out of.
They have vehicles though, so they should be able to easily do it.
They need to use those vehicles as cover though, because there isn't very much cover. As HQA, last play from them goes down. This is
the swimming battle.
The swimming battle. You can't shoot when you're swimming, so you're just going to say howdy to each other pretty much. He's going to get on the land first, so he's going to try for the sprays. There's a player on the land. You didn't see him. Oh, that's a disaster. As Team Totality go down, 8DP continue their good day. They've got 3 alive. He didn't see the player breach the land early enough.
Beached and breached.
Yeah, beach and breach. So 8DP managed to clean them up.
Unfortunate, right?
Very unfortunate.
Unfortunate. The timing.
Blood and Loyalty are finding themselves in the late game.
Wildcard, a surprise to me. 4 alive still.
Yep, still
alive.
alive.
At this point in the game.
Method are going for a run up the hill. Oh, that is a rough spray down. Wildcard really dishing out some hurt to anyone that wants to try and get up this hill. Oh, that is an absolute dolly, that.
Yeah, that's just waiting to get shot right there.
Yeah, you can't be giving that one up for free. As Monarch actually gets knocked down, this is Method at the bottom of the hill trying to get up and trying to get any positioning. They're joining. Oh, that's a very fast action going into the Blood and Loyalty squad. It looks like the spray down should come through, surely.
Rick just staying calm.
Just staying calm? Not even going for the spray down? Whoa.
But look where they're going.
Grenades are raining
right on top of Wildcard.
Grenades are raining into Method as we've got more and more action pulling through. This is Blood and Loyalty spraying up the hill onto Wildcard. Yeah, they're doing some fantastic work this game. As Ambush are eliminated. They're laminated.
Drinking lemonade.
Yeah,
that's what's happening. That's what's happening here. So I really like the position that a lot of these squads are holding. A lot of these teams playing the edge right here. Simplicity is still
starting to move now, yeah. Okay, so this is Wildcard raining hell upon the poor Method boys.
They should be running out of grenades here, though.
Yeah, they've been throwing them for a while. Oh, there's another one goes out.
Oh, there's 7.
There's another one that Sin's got in his back pocket. He's just cooking him a little bit too far, actually. As, wow, the side of Simplicity are getting in on the action there, backdooring the V2 guys. So that's off camera at the moment. But you see these nades falling out a bit too far. Simplicity are cleaning up some kills, but they still have a while to go to get into the new zone, which has hard shifted up the mountain. Wildcard in the middle of it, or in a decent position. They are now spraying down Method. That is a great spray down by MVP. He's found 2. There is one more there to collect, but he hasn't found him yet. Monarch is on a off angle, essentially. And Simplicity are now spraying into that smoke. You can see the purple hit markers showing up. Method are all but gone at the moment. Their positioning is very rinky-dinkman.
like everybody's trying to clean
that's
them up
so
right
much.
now.
Yeah, they're gone now. They've just been knocked out. That is Method done and dusted in ninth place.
I mean, they sent it right in the middle of everybody, right? Yeah. They sent out a beacon like, hey, guys, I'm right here.
There's no cover for that.
Trying to get the bait, and they were just pinned down. The smokes would keep them alive.
This is our second fight going on. This is the side of Cream, I believe, dealing with 8 DP.
Oh, there's one.
It is a bit of a risky fight. There's 3.
Cheeto's popping around.
He's going to have to... Nice. Cheeto's going to go...
Cheeto's down. 8 DP. I don't even know if they're going to get the revive on the easy over here.
I think they might just leave him. But this is the main fight. We've got the Wildcard boys versus the last 2, I believe, from Cloud9. And we've got Blood and Loyalty in there as well. We've just had
like
Simplicity crash in as well.
Ridge, too, to work
with.
So
they have a ridge.
Nice cover.
Cloud9 actually have a decent position here, all things considered.
Best
as Wildcard players are starting to rain hell upon. They've got a lot of knocks, not a lot of finishes at the moment, the Wildcard guys, as Blood and Loyalty are starting to pop up and cause issues. This is more movable cover. They're actually making vehicle cover. This is very smart play, but they are getting peppered by 2 sides. They're getting the Wildcard player.
Where are they crawling?
That was the 8 DB player.
Easy was crawling.
He was crawling around.
Crawling around. Easy. Easy snake right there.
There's still a few players from 8 DP up.
I think one.
Yeah. He just got a double with a nade, actually, onto Simplicity. So they are hurting. And there's 2 players down. 6 Angry Men have fallen on the wayside. So
7th place. Crate right there.
Not an awful position for them. But this game is all about this Cloud9 versus Wildcard versus Blood and Loyalty for me.
I actually like Simplicity. They're out there.
Yeah,
they're at the foothill.
There is one player from AVX remaining. You see him doing a mad dash to try and get in the circle. Simplicity are all sides of him, and they're finishing him off. That's a free kill for them, essentially.
Wildcard have a nice little 2-2 split right now. They're holding both the west and the east angles right here.
Yeah, they certainly are.
And they have the high ground, so this should play a major factor in
Simplicity,
this game if they can clutch it up and get the win here.
Simplicity getting bullied at the moment as they have one player on the floor.
Look at the sidelines right now that they're holding. All they got to do is prone, like you see right here. They can get the information. They see a little pixel overhead, pop up, take them out.
This is a risky run for a crate late in the game. The Fantasy has decided to refresh his...
For a Groza.
Yeah, good a Groza. You got a med kit.
Yeah.
You got a med kit and a full vest as well, so that's going to help him a lot as the C9 guys pop up and try and spray into the Wildcard. They are starting to knock and confirm some.
Yep.
So
2 from Wildcard got tagged right there and knocked down.
This is a decent position for C9. They are running out of supplies though. There's only 7 bandages on this player, and not sure his mate's got too much more. So Wildcard only up.
They're gonna have to defend against Simplicity. They're gonna have to defend against Simplicity though, because I can see Simplicity pushing up on the edge into
all of a sudden,
Cloud9. So
all of a sudden, Wildcard only have 1 player up, and it doesn't look like they're going to be able to get the res onto MVP. So all of a sudden, it's all on Sim. Russell from the side of Simplicity is starting to light up the kill feed as Cloud9 are down to 1 player.
Uneven. Down
it's the best finish of the day. It's a pretty quiet one too. Oh, the spray does come out from Blood and Loyalty to Fantasy.
Using the crates as cover.
The DP. This is actually a solid cover, this crate, as there's not going to be many nades left, but he's found a player to finish off, and he does. That's MVP down. He's going for the full medkit as well. So all of a sudden, Blood and Loyalty have found themselves in a winnable position. Simplicity rotating onto Cloud9. They managed to finish off 1 with a DP. He got to get traded though. Fantasy doing some good work. Irish, the last player alive, he's down by Blood and Loyalty across the map. So Blood and Loyalty
still surviving right now.
They're into 3rd wildcard. Last player does go down by Blood and Loyalty. Blood and Loyalty have 13 kills. They've got 1 Cloud9 player to find, and he's all out of meds, all out of luck.
I mean, we've seen a 1v3 happen once today. Will we see it happen again? If I was Blood and Loyalty, I might just send this vehicle,
He's trying to find the scouting action.
Scout him out, run him over, get any type of information.
Will he get the
possible.
spray? No, he doesn't bait him out, but he has found the spray, and that will be the end of Cloud9, which symbols Blood and Loyalty.
Their best game yet, though.
Yeah,
their best game when it comes to placement points.
Cloud9 getting 2nd place with 3 kills. So not a lot of kills to their name, but they end up getting the higher placement points. But it is Blood and Loyalty who get 5 kills apiece on 2 of their players, Rick and Chubby. Cobra getting 1 and Fantasy getting 2. That's a big win for them. They needed that, and that's going to signal the end of our day. And
13 kills for Blood and Loyalty.
That is a good one for them. Wildcard also have a nice finish inside the top 3.
They needed that. They needed that.
Simplicity
especially after the last game.
Yeah, Simplicity found themselves into 4th, which is a good job from them because they We're sitting around the 20-second mark.
Not too crazy of a game for ATP. No. Not much kills from them. They were getting scuffed a lot of the game. They did come in 5th place. But as we mentioned, Blood and Loyalty winning this previous game. Here's the highlights starting from the very start. One thing I want to note, though, a lot of the teams that were in the bottom of the leaderboard of this group here today, winning the games today.
Yeah, they really turned up.
So maybe they did some VOD reviews over the break, you know, study their opponents, and then came into the games here today with a more serious posture and that mindset that they need to prove something to everybody today.
Yeah,
and I think they did.
Don't want to leave it too late to make your point, to make your run and get the points. This was the jumping shot coming out from HH24. He had a good game actually, HH24. He got 2 or 3 kills. So
had a good day.
Had a very good day. He had a pretty decent result. This was an easy spray down. That was as easy as you like from the wildcard. That was a freebie given to them. This is Method getting absolutely demolished by MVP. He managed to get 2 or 3 knocks there. They got finished off pretty easy, but Method had a much better day, all said and done. This was more Blood and Loyalty fantasy going
I think
hard.
HH24 was getting confident because they finally started to break up into that kill leader list, right? The top 5 after last game. So we saw that aggression coming from them this previous game.
I think he might be our overall leader, actually.
Yeah, might be trying. What happened to
Espinoza?
Yeah, Espinoza.
The Revenants, they went out pretty early in this game, and I think they had trouble with the scorers. But player of the day would have to be HH24.
HH24?
He's really turned it up.
Think so?
He's got a lot of kills today. Wang had a good first game. Wang started strong.
Had play of the day.
Oh, he definitely had the play of the day. Definitely had the play of the day.
But killer of the day? Okay, yeah, HH24. I agree. Let's go check out the board here from the previous game. Blood and Loyalty having their best game yet, getting the chicken dinner with the 13 kills and the 20 kill points. Simplicity, another amazing game. Remember, they're all the way down there on the overall leaderboard, so we'll have to see what they end up turning up like when we get there. But here's the rest. Cloud9 getting 3rd place, Wildcard getting 4th place, ATP. Is this their weakest performance today?
It'd be around about there, but they've had a really good day, a really solid day. They've been sitting in that 10 to 20 point mark
on this leaderboard. Yeah, the first one
exactly.
Day,
so I mean, it's been a really good day for ATP, really good day for Simplicity, Method, Team Totality. They've all had pretty decent days.
Yep.
So that's good to see. You like to see those teams that started the day off probably in the lower third of the bracket or lower third of the table. They're starting to turn things up.
Because it allows the leaderboard, like at the end of the day, we still got 2 more days here. It's going to be close. It's going to be a nail biter. So that just leaves for greater entertainment.
This was the teams that didn't quite make it out the bottom of the placings. We've got Ignite, F2K, Ambush, Revenants. They didn't manage to trouble too much the scorers. The Revenants got 1 kill. HQA had a chicken dinner today, but managed to get 2 points for the last game of the day. Cream Esports and 600 Men didn't manage to trouble the scorers kills-wise. This is our updated standings.
Hey, Cloud9, 3rd place.
Get 3rd place. Team Totality move up a lot. Wildcard and ATP.
10th coming into today? They're on the 2nd leaderboard for sure.
Revenants has moved down a fair while, but this is after 8 games. So everyone's played 8 games now. They're all on even footing, and that is some closely contested top 8. Infinix Gaming clearly ahead at the moment.
Wildcard still no chicken dinners, but 6th place there.
They're getting some solid placement points. They've got 68 placement points, and
37
the team above them, Team Totality, has 52 with 2 chicken dinners. So they've been doing pretty well.
All about placement points.
Yeah, it's all about placement points.
We saw that in, what was it, the Miramar game. They got 2 of them taken out very early on, right? But instead of getting aggressive, looking for kills, they just went for placement points all day long, and they ended up getting blessed by those circles and then finishing pretty well.
Tempo Storm drop out because of the teams playing games. Blood and Loyalty move up very, very steeply to get themselves up to 72 points for the day. Omen Elite move down. Simplicity move up into this page of the books.
They're
getting to 14. Yep, that's very solid from them.
I'm looking at Omen Elite coming into the next stage. That was one of the teams that I had in my pocket to look out for.
Yeah,
I'm not going to give up on them yet. I do like that finally we get a good glimpse of all the squads like on the same playing level, because they all have 8 games in, that we get a better understanding of the teams that we might be seeing move forward into the next stage. Yeah.
Method have moved themselves up off the bottom of the table. They started in 32nd place. They finished in 22nd. So a big effort today from them. That is fantastic out of them. We see a lot of the teams that haven't played, or didn't play today, start moving down just because the games have evened up, as you said. This is the bottom of the boards. We see
bottom of the bottom here.
version 2 getting up, 6 angry men getting
where
up,
you
but
don't
the rest
wanna
of
be.
yeah, this is the danger zone really. You don't want to be here. You got 4 games to play, 4 games left to
if
get
you're
yourself
here,
out of
you're
it.
getting booted. You won't be coming back.
PMCO Gaming, the only one really that I'd write off at this stage. They need a big performance. This was the killers, the top killers of the
HH24
He is at the
breaking the
top.
record here today. After 8 games, HH24 will be holding the title of the top fragger in this lobby for the PUBG Mobile Club Open 2019 fall split. It's not over yet. Still got 2 more days to go.
Yeah,
but
still got
you
4
have
more
to be
games.
feeling good after today.
Yeah,
After
you mean
HH24.
he'd be feeling on fire today. He
Maybe
managed
celebrate a little bit.
Yeah, I'd be celebrating a little bit as long as you don't have to wake up too early in the morning tomorrow. You have a nice few quiet drinks with your boys.
With the boys.
With the boys.
With the boys. So all in all, pretty amazing day when it comes to these games. Lots of shakeups on the leaderboards like we mentioned.
Yep.
But ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning on in. We appreciate you. I appreciate you. Everybody here appreciates you.
Yeah, we
Make
all
sure you go subscribe to the YouTube channel. Go watch some VODs. Give us some comments, questions, or concerns. But make sure you tune in tomorrow, same time, same place with the same beautiful people.